RadioEssentials.com and by the Montana Lottery. Winners happen. This is Bobcat Postgame. Once again, Jay Sanderson.
Final score at Bobcat Stadium. Montana State 31, Montana 23. Bobcats finished the season 5-6. Overall, 5-3 in conference play. Montana sits at State. Took it to the Grizzlies in the second quarter. They led it 21-13 at halftime, and they did what they had to do in the second half. So the Bobcats in the second half did what they had to do to hold on to win.
Yeah, they certainly did, Jay. It was just enough, and Chris Murray, you can't say enough about the performance he had today. He threw the ball better and made some key first downs with his legs.
Chris Murray in the game. Passing the ball, 10 of 15 for 98 yards. He had 25 carries for 99. He finished just shy of a 7th 100-yard rushing game for the season.
And essentially he had that, but because he had those big losses too, so that obviously counts. But he was well over 100 at a couple different times there, but had to take those sacks.
You know, it took him under 100. The kneel down on the last play.
Yeah, yep, that's right.
But I think it'll be the happiest loss of a yard he'll ever take as Montana State wins at 31-23. Montana State will move into the offseason. And again, like last year, they springboard into the offseason with the victory over the Grizzlies with a little bit of momentum at the end of the season. They go 5-6 this year. They win 1 more overall and win 3 more in conference play. And this is still a team that played 18 true freshmen this year, and the bulk of the primary skill talent, freshmen or sophomores.
Well, how many times were the Bobcats just close to getting over the edge and kicking that door down? So it was a great way to finish the year with a feel-good situation to end this 2017 season.
Montana State a winner 31-23 over Montana. We will continue with the post-game report next. This is Bobcat Football from Learfield.
Procrastination. Sometimes it ain't as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, that report ain't going nowhere, right? When it comes to procrastinating on your roof, well, that's another story. What started out as a tiny dripping sound is now a 3-foot skylight. It might be time to get that fixed. So set an alarm or do whatever you need to do to remember and call 1-877-STEEL-MT or visit a showroom to get that new roof and peace of mind. Start creating lasting beauty with Bridger Steel.
Game day has never been better with the 5th quarter at the Rocking R Bar. Follow our 1953 Bobcat Chevy pickup downtown after the game and try our amazing locally produced craft beers and spirits, including our very own Rocking R Vodka. Each week, enter to win your locally catered tailgate for the next home game, cat tickets, and other great Bobcat gear. Remember, just because the game's done doesn't mean you are. The Rocking R Bar is your Bobcat game day headquarters.
Whether you're saving for college, buying your Bobcat season tickets, or purchasing your first home, Rocky Mountain Credit Union has been supporting Bobcats with their financial wins for over 75 years. Visit rmcu.net to learn how we can help you through all life's events, big and small. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Final score, Montana State 31, Montana 23 in the season finale for the Bobcats. It's time now for the post-game highlights presented by First Security Bank. It was a 3-0 game after 1. The only score was a Montana field goal on the game's opening possession, a 20-yard kick by Brandon Purdy. But in the second quarter, Montana State opened it up in a big way, and it started with the freshman from Dillon in his first ever Cat Grizz game, Troy Anderson. It's a toss left. Anderson has the edge. He's in! Touchdown! Montana State! That Anderson touchdown made it 7-3 in favor of the Bobcats. Montana State got a stop on the next possession. A Matt Bignell tackle on a 4th down play was a big one. They hand it off to him on the end around, and Matt Bignell hits him in the backfield. It's a turnover on downs. Bobcats got it back in decent field position, but a couple of penalties moved Montana State back to a 3rd and 21 play when Nick Lassane had his 3rd consecutive game with a big run. Hand off to Lassane up the middle, has some room right at the 40, at the 50, has the first down, at the 40, he's gone! 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Montana State! A 71-yard touchdown run for Nick Lassane made it 14-3 in favor of the Bobcats. Montana then went down and got a score to make it 14-10, and just ahead of halftime with 3:55 left in the second, Troy Anderson got on the board for the 2nd time of the quarter. It's a handoff. Anderson up the right side at the 10, angles out to the 5, he dives, he's in! Touchdown! Montana State! Montana got a field goal just ahead of the halftime gun to make it 21-13 Bobcats after 2. In the 3rd quarter, the only score that went on the board was a Gabe Peppinger 20-yard field goal, which made it 23-14. Montana was still within 2 scores, and when they were driving toward Bobcat territory, Kahari Garcia, in his final home game, stepped in front of a telegraphed Gress Jensen pass. On 1st and 10 from their own 49, they throw it down the right sideline, and Kahari Garcia picks it off up the left sideline at the 40, at the 50, down the left sideline. He's chopped out of bounds at the 42-yard line in Grizzly territory. Montana State led it 24-13 into the 4th quarter. Brandon Purdy had a field goal on the first drive for the Grizzlies to make it 24-16, but then the Bobcats went back to Chris Murray after a long scoring drive. Lassane is the running back, but it's Murray on the keep. Straight ahead. He's in! Touchdown! Montana State! But the Grizzlies hung on, made it 31-23 with 5:25 left. They had the ball in Montana State territory inside the final 20 seconds when a freshman quarterback made the game-saving play. Jensen, 3-step drop. He pumps, he throws right. It is batted down and incomplete. Tyrell Thomas wins the game for the Bobcats. Final score, Montana State 31, Montana 23. Bobcat head coach Jeff Choate is making his way to the news conference. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and hear from the coach in a moment. That's next. This is Bobcat football from Learfield.
No matter what Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana member you ask, they'll say the same thing. Satisfaction comes with Blue Cross.
With everything that I've been through, I can't imagine being with any other company.
I feel that we're going to be with them for a long time. I really trust them
to help point you in the right direction. It speaks well that Blue Cross
will provide great service.
Together, you have a trusted partner through it all. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana is a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company, and independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Question: what's Irish for trivia contest? Answer: pub quiz at the Celtic Cowboy Pub and Restaurant, of course. We're hosting pub trivia every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Bring your friends and compete for prizes by tackling a range of trivia questions in multiple categories. Better yet, form a team and play every week. Put your massive intellect on display, or just have a good time with your friends. If the question is how to have fun on Tuesday nights, then we have the answer. Pub quiz trivia at the Celtic Cowboy. Eat, drink, be Irish.
Taco John's, master of tacos, has officially mastered nachos. We call them new sirloin steak nachos, a meal-sized stack of fresh-made tortilla chips topped with creamy poblano queso and hand-carved cuts of juicy sirloin steak. Each bite is loaded with so much steak, you'll agree, we nailed it. They're so epic, you might as well start calling us Nacho Johns, because new sirloin steak nachos aren't just a game changer, they're a name changer. Well, we aren't really going to change our name, but you get the point. Crush the all-new sirloin steak nachos, only at Taco John's.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
He knew exactly what to do.
It's not what I had no clue what I was doing.
We set up the rocket.
Hit ignition.
And then...
And then nothing. Ha 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 ha. Sometimes I laugh when I'm frustrated.
Then out of nowhere, the rocket launched into the air.
The rocket did get into the air.
I've never seen anything fly so high.
And then crashed into a kite.
Look out! Look out!
And then the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Where news comes to break.
I strongly object to the president to target American citizens because he believes they're bad people.
102.7 KINX.
Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza Hut, Howard Pizza. Tonight everybody's in the mood for Howard's Pizza Hut, Howard Pizza. Dine in, take out delivery. We do a little more just to make sure your pizza's hot. We bring the whole oven to your door. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza Hut, Howard Pizza. We bring the power of Howard's to you. Call Howard's Pizza now.
Daydream Boutique is having an open house on Saturday, November 18th from 1 to 7 p.m. There will be door prize drawings, gift certificate specials, and free gifts with qualifying purchase. And the entire store is on sale. Have hors d'oeuvres and gather with friends. Let the holiday begin with Daydream Boutique on 800 10th Avenue South.
This community awareness message is brought to you by Great Falls Symphony and Symphonic Choir. Join them for Holiday Harmony on Sunday, December 3rd at 3 p.m. at the Mansfield Theater. For tickets, call 455-8514.
Experience the taste of history with the release of Budweiser's limited edition 1933 Repeal Reserve Amber Lager, a recipe that dates back to the pre-Prohibition era when Adolphus Busch brewed a special amber lager for his friends. Pick up a 12-pack and go back in time. It's the Bud Light Limelight, brought to you by Eagle Beverage. Well, at the Cowboys Barn Museum, they have daily happy hours from 8 till 10 a.m. and 5 to 7 p.m. Big Buck Karaoke is tonight at the Cowboys Barn Museum on 3rd Street across from the fairgrounds. Cat Grizz Potluck with specials and giveaways starting at noon at the New Lobby Bar. Then Tipsy Irishman Karaoke, $500 karaoke challenge with Fireball on special during karaoke at the New Lobby Bar in downtown Great Falls. Well, it's the only place to play, the North 40 Bar. Have fun at the pool tables or on some gaming machines at the North 40 Bar, 4300 North Star Boulevard in Great Falls. And remember, every Saturday you can dine on prime rib on Cody Bill's restaurant only inside the R&R Casino. There's your Bud Light Limelight.
Dressed for war, shared grief. I'm Michael Toscano. We're learning about motive in the Texas church massacre. Dead suspect Devin Patrick Kelly had been threatening his ex-mother-in-law. She had attended the church in Sutherland Springs but wasn't there yesterday. And Diane Gallagher reports the dishonorably discharged Air Force serviceman showed up ready for battle.
We're learning now that not only did he come essentially dressed for war, all black, wearing a tactical-style ballistic vest with a plate in the front, he also had a mask with a skull, like a white face over that black mask as he came into that church and opened fire.
10 shooting victims remain in critical condition, 26 dead. The president of Argentina has placed flowers at the New York City bike path where 8 people, including 5 from his country, died in last week's terror attack. Mauricio Macri, joined by New York Mayor Bill de Blasio.
We live 5,000 miles apart, but we feel a tremendous sense of unity and a deep connection right now. And we share the same heartache, we share the same grief, because this is a loss we have in common.
It's the middle of the night in Tokyo now, after a day in which President Trump pressed Japan to beef up their military to help deal with the threat from North Korea. Correspondent Nick Robertson tells us Trump wants Japan to purchase new U.S. systems to shoot down missiles.
A new missile system will come online. The Europeans are using it near Poland. They'll come online there next year. It's the latest in the missile defense systems. It flies further. It covers a bigger range. It has a bigger warhead. It's more effective.
Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe described as receptive. Republicans are weighing a repeal of a key part of Obamacare and their tax plan as the House Tax Writing Committee begins work on shaping the bill this afternoon. Republicans are considering repealing the Affordable Care Act's requirement that people have insurance coverage or face a penalty. Uber pledging $5 million over the next 5 years to fund sexual assault prevention groups as well as to train its own employees. I'm Michael Toscano.
It's time. It's time to bring you Argos men's basketball on KINX 102.7 FM. This contest is brought to you by Benefice Health System, McDonald's in Great Falls with 3 locations to serve you, Best Western Plus Heritage Inn, Taco John's on 14th Street and 10th Avenue South, Kaufman's Menswear, ABC Seamless, Howard's Pizza, A.T. Clemens, Rocky Mountain Portables, Clubhouse in Fort Benton, Staybridge Suites, Ox and Son Towing, Little Caesars, Montana Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance, Randy Bogdan, your agent, Great Falls College MSU, Battery Warehouse, Celtic Cowboy, downtown Great Falls. Get your Irish on. And now, let's head courtside with Sergeant Randy for UGF Sports.
And a pleasant good afternoon, basketball fans. We find ourselves here on a Saturday afternoon at the McLaughlin Research Center and McLaughlin Auditorium as we've got another contest coming on. It's your hometown University of Providence Argos taking on a team from San Antonio, Texas. Our Lady of the Lake University, they are in as the Saints, as we've got a great one scheduled for you. Want to welcome all of our listeners who've been listening to the Brawl of the Wild. Oh my goodness, what a contest. 31-23, congratulations to the Montana State Bobcats in a hard-fought contest that the Grizzlies were driving at the end and basically turned it over on downs. What a great defensive stand by the Bobcats, but great job on the Grizzlies too, as a lot of those players will play their last game of their career today in Bozeman. So we're going to talk a little bit about the University of Providence and Our Lady of the Saints. Let's take a look at what happened yesterday. It was Providence who came out early with an early lead in that first half, relinquished it only to fight their way back into the second half as they were playing against the Southwestern Christian University Eagles from Bethany, Oklahoma. That was a great one that came basically down to the wire. It ended up being a 69-64 loss for Providence, as they had a couple of players that did very well. Stephen Daho Clark came in with 18 points, led his team, did a great job on the free throw line as well as the two-point field goal variety. 16 points from Jared Schultz. He lit it up from outside the arc with 3 big three-pointers. 12 points for Deshae Williams coming in off of the bench. He contributed quite well too. But it was balanced scoring on Southwestern Christian. It was just too much for the Argos to overcome, as they were tall, lanky, and they could shoot from outside the arc as well, as they had 4 different players in double figures, led by Sean Scott with 14, 10 for Fred Richardson, 10 for Victor Diaz, and 10 for Austin Lobo. And that's the way that contest ended up at 69-64. On the other side of the court, Our Lady of the Lake University Saints, they also were in a tough battle against Carroll College, where they find themselves losing that one by 5 as well, 7, 78-71. If you're watching these guys warm up, they are having a slam dunk fest, as each and every one of these guys are playing above the rim, slamming it down, 2-hand, 1-hand, between the leg. I'll tell you what, they're having a lot of fun out there. We'll see if they can do that in the game. It's a little tougher with defense on you, but they're certainly trying to light it up here in the warm-ups. A lot of stuff going on today. We've got state championship football throughout the state of Montana. Of course, congratulations to the Billings Senior Broncs. 26-0 for the second season in a row, undefeated for the state champions, as they won that one last night, 21-12 down in Billings. Then on the other side, we've got Eureka overtaking on the Shelby Coyotes, and we're trying to get that score right here, and it is a 47-7 final. Eureka State B champion back-to-back. Great contest up there. Jim and Sue Sargent, Bailey Escott, we've got them up there. They were broadcasting that game for Play On Sports. Wish them safe travels coming home. Quite a bit of snow. They found themselves in whiteout conditions in that Browning country yesterday. Pretty dangerous out there, so hopefully they just take their time and have a safe trip home, as they will be on their way back this afternoon. Contest going on here today will be a good one. We'll be bringing it to you from start to finish. Of course, we appreciate all of our sponsors helping us out. Belt Valley Bank, we thank you very much, continuing to sponsor us, as you'll be the scoreboard sponsor, as well as Benefits Game of the Week. Benefits Foundation, always there to help out, as they are the game of the week here, and we appreciate that, along with all of our other sponsors. We'll be kicking this underway here shortly, taking a look at some of the starters on both of these teams. As University of Providence, they are a balanced scoring group. They are led in points per game by Stephen Daho Clark. He averages just under 13 points. Also almost 9 rebounds a game, as he's a well-rounded player. You've got Jared Schultz comes in at 9 points a game. Trayvon Bashir comes in at 5 points a game, 6 rebounds as well. Sergio Berkeley, 11 points per game. There we go, got the officials coming through here. We definitely appreciate the guys in stripes. Without them, it's just recess. So they work hard out there, and we do appreciate all that they do. Also, Dante Woodbridge comes in 11 points per game, 7 rebounds. On the assist side, Deshaun Rice, pretty good ball handler. He scores 7 points a game, but he also comes in with 6 assists and a couple of steals. Of course, here at the university, they start everything off with a prayer, which is really nice, as well as the national anthem. So we're going to step aside. We'll take a 3-minute timeout as they will do that said prayer and national anthem. So we'll be back in 3 minutes as you're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
If you're looking to improve your performance on and off the field, then you need to call Results. Results is the area's premier sports training program, offering the latest technology and proven training approaches to help you reach maximum performance. Results focuses on enhancing the fundamental building blocks of athletic performance while reducing the risk of injury, keeping you in the game. Sports can be unpredictable, but your results don't have to be. Call Results today at 731-8963 and take your game to the next level.
Vehicle problems are never a laughing matter. At Ox & Son Towing and Recovery, they know this. Their 24-hour emergency service handles it all, from a simple lockout to towing and recovery, licensed, insured, and state certified. In your next time of need, lean on the strength and reliability of an Ox. Ox & Son Towing and Recovery, 868-4142.
McDonald's in Great Falls has 3 locations to serve you, and now with the newest McDonald's on the west side, it is a perfect location to keep you fed while attending your favorite sporting event. If breakfast is what you want, you can get it anytime, day or night at McDonald's. Looking for a job? Stop at any of the 3 McDonald's locations and check in with starting pay starting at $9.50 per hour. McDonald's in Great Falls, proud supporters of the sporting events, and would like to welcome you into the city as you participate in your sporting endeavors. McDonald's in Great Falls with 3 locations to serve you. We're loving it.
Hi, I'm Steph McDonough, and I'm heading into my senior year as a college student. Growing up, I never gave thought to insurance, auto, life, or even property. I didn't realize how affordable life insurance can be and how important auto and property insurance is. I've learned that if you get basic insurance, you may not be covered if you are hit by an uninsured driver or if your car is damaged by hail or other natural causes. Now, I'm no expert, but it's time to sit down with someone that can answer all of these questions. I would encourage you to call Randy Bogdan at Farm Bureau Insurance and learn about your insurance needs. He is located 1 block west of Riverview School on Smelter Avenue.
Experience the taste of history with the release of Budweiser's limited edition 1933 Repeal Reserve Amber Lager, a recipe that dates back to the pre-Prohibition era when Adolphus Busch brewed a special amber lager for his friends. Pick up a 12-pack and go back in time. It's the Bud Light Limelight brought to you by Eagle Beverage. Take a stroll in the birthplace of Montana and take advantage of the Clubhouse in Fort Benton's 2-for-1 drink specials and happy hour specials every weekday. That's the Clubhouse in Fort Benton. Try the gaming machines and more at the Max Casino and Sports Bar. Happy hour from 5 till 8. Enjoy 45-cent wings while watching your favorite sporting event at the Max Sports Bar and Casino inside the Best Western Plus Heritage Inn. Satisfy your holiday taste buds at Fuddruckers with Fuddruckers' newest burger, the Stuffed Turkey Burger, a flavorful powerhouse to pair with your favorite beverage. Only at Fuddruckers on 10th Avenue South, 3315 10th Avenue South in Great Falls. There's your Bud Light Limelight, brought to you by Eagle Beverage.
As we get back to action here on a Saturday afternoon, we appreciate all of our sponsors. We're going to kick it off Our Lady of the Lake University Saints. Their starting lineup: PJ Escobar from San Antonio, Texas; Yepnik Adafons from West Palm Beach, Florida; Courtney Julian from Gonzales, Louisiana; Brandell Collins from San Angelo, Texas; and Ryan Otis from Houston, Texas. For your hometown University of Providence Argos coach Anthony Owens, he'll be kicking it off this way. Number 3 in the program, Jared Schultz. He's a Montana native, Stevensville, Montana. As a matter of fact, 6'1" and a senior. Trayvon Bashir from Inglewood, California comes in. He is 6'5", the redshirt freshman. He is a guy who can battle the boards, number 10 in the program. Number 21, starting for the first time this season, Q Norisi is coming out of Quebec, Canada. He is 5'11" and a sophomore. He's one that will light it up out there. Number 23, Stephen Daho Clark. Tell you, he is one of those that is fun to watch underneath the basket, as well as he's got a soft jumper from Montreal, Quebec as well. 6'7" and a senior. And Deshaun Rice, he did quite well handling the rock yesterday for us. Fort Smith, Arkansas, 6-foot-tall senior. He'll be starting us off. Of course, we're set to have this game here, and then they're going to be on the road for the next week or so. Valley City State on the 24th, and the Sadish Kootenai on the 25th, on the 25th. And then we'll be back in Great Falls on December 2nd and 3rd, back-to-back conference games, as we will have Rocky Mountain and Carroll College coming to town. Of course, you'll be getting all those contests right here on KNX 102.7 FM. Invite you to tune in as Conference basketball is right around the corner, and it's going to be the Saints coming out in their dark blues with the white trim, and your Argos coming in with their greens with their blue and white trim. Argos going to be going right to left on the TV, left to right on the radio as we're sitting across the gymnasium from the camera, as it'll be the Saints right to left on the radio here. We're set to kick this one off. Going to be jumping up in the middle is going to be Ryan Otis, the 6'5 junior from Houston, as he will face against the big man, Stephen Daho Clark, 6'7 senior out of Montreal, Quebec. Officials are all ready. The guys are all ready. The clock is ready. We're ready. Let's get the ball in the air. It is up, and it is going to start off in the hands of the Saints as bringing the ball down on offense, working around the corner into the hands of Collins. He'll quickly kick to the left elbow. Wanting to drive. Instead, they'll go back up to Collins. Collins goes right-hand side, drives down into the elbow, comes up top of the key. Rotate around through the hands of Adelphins as back into the hands of Escobar. PJ offering up the offense against Rice. Quickly to the left, into the corner, driving baseline. Nope, they're going to say he pulled that foot up. So that's going to be the first turnover of the game. Courtney Julian, their leading scorer, will pick up the travel as they will come out in the full court pressure. Saw quite a bit of this yesterday on both sides as the defense was very tight, both for the Argos and Southwestern University yesterday. Right now it's Rice with the ball coming across the center court into the top. Trayvon over the right-hand side. Schultz with the ball, dribbles it out, picks up top to the key. 0-0, we're underway here. First half action, 19-19 to go here in this first half on the Belt by the Bank scoreboard. Bashir drives over the right-hand corner. Schultz, he stops, he pops. That one rattles around, no good. Skying up for the rebound, coming down is going to be Yepnik. He'll kick it over the right-hand side. Quickly across the lane is going to be Collins into the corner. This three-point shot rattles around. No good. Good look at the basket by Courtney. Not able to convert on that one. And Q sees the lane right to the rack. It's good. Q Narisius takes that one straight up to the rim. Not scared of the trees around him. He gets the first two of the game. It's 2-0 Argos up early here in this first half. Driving in. It's going to be Collins. That one's with the left hand. Rolls around. That is good. Pretty shot. Courtney Julian with the drive across the paint as he gets that one to drop in. Q back in the hands of Rice. Deshaun goes left. Trayvon top of the key as they rotate back around the half-court line. Quickly to Schultz as he will set it up to Trayvon. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Collins as they will bring the ball in from the out-of-bounds line. 19 to go on the shot clock. 2-2 is the score here on the Bell by the Bank scoreboard. 18:28 to go first half action. Rice with the ball quickly into the corner to Schultz. Jared sets it back out, top of the key. Deshaun works the right-hand side. This time Q drives in. Little dump pass over the top. Into the hands of Daho Clark. He drives in, a little head fake, goes up strong with that. Not able to get it, but gets his own rebound. That rattles in. Very nice shot there as he just finger rolled that one over the rim. 4-2, Argos up by 2. Ball's in the hands of Escobar. PJ will kick it into the corner, into the hands of Collins. Brandon, top of the key. Courtney with it, comes left. Standing at the left elbow will be PJ. Escobar looking for the screen, instead goes back over the left-hand side. As we got the drive across the lane, the contact. And Yepnik will pick up the foul against Trayvon Bashir. That'll be the first one on Bashir as we will go to the free throw line. A couple of substitutions coming in. On the floor will be Simon Shafik for the first time and Alex Dosh on for the first time. And also coming in is going to be Darian Brown. And so they said that it was on the drive, so it's non-shooting affair. So it'll just be a personal foul, not free throws. They're set to bring this one in. PJ Escobar will try to get underneath his own basket. Needs to get it in quickly. He does. All the way up in the hands of Dosh. Alex will hand it off. Back to Alex. He'll step back from three. Count it. Pretty shot from the corner. Alex Dosh lines that one up and drops it through the net. That gives the Saints their first lead of the game, a 5-4. Argos tight man-to-man defense here as they're trying to get across the half-court line, and they're not going to. They're going to have the 10-second violation. We saw that a couple times yesterday as that full-court pressure had its effects on the Argos. 5-4, the Saints are up by 1, 17:30 to go first half action on the Bell by the Bank scoreboard as the ball will be in the hands of the Saints. Working the front of the key is going to be Brown. He'll set it over the left-hand side. They rotate around the perimeter. This time Courtney Julian wants to kick it in the corner. He does. Back to Julian. Drives in, pulls back. Courtney goes baseline, sees a hook, comes up the top of the key, rotate around, and it's back in the hands of Dosh. Dosh back. Three-point shot is up. That comes up short. Contact, no whistle. They want to run with it. Reese's on the right-hand side. Had a guy in the corner. Passes it over there. We'll get it in the hands of Rice. Deshaun kicks it back up. Trayvon into the corner. Schultz. Jared back up to Deshaun. Rice drives in. feels the contact, tries to go up in the air, is not able to do it as Deshae Williams set to come onto the floor. And we'll see if they're going to say he was shooting. They are not. And so that is going to be foul number 1 on PJ Escobar. They'll just bring the ball out underneath their own basket. Reset the shot clock to 20 as it had fallen below that number, as they will bring it into the hands of Clark. Stephen Daho drives in with the right hand, rattles that one around, gets his own rebound, goes up strong with it. The big man will head to the free throw line as he'll get a couple from the charity stripe, as the foul is going to go against Simon Shafik, as he did quite well at the charity stripe yesterday. Chance for a couple here early on. Daho Clark. 5-4 is the Saints lead. Chance to tie it up and take the lead back for the Argos. Steven with his first free throw opportunity. He'll pull the trigger on this one. It is good. Good foul shooter. Like I said, did a nice job yesterday from the charity stripe, as he has another one coming. Chance to take another look here. This free throw is good as well. 2 for 2 from the line. Matching up with his totals yesterday, doing a great job. 6 out of 7 yesterday from the charity stripe. Took me a second to find that there, as the Saints find themselves down by 1. 6-5 is the Argo lead at the 16:36 mark. First half action on the Bell Bank scoreboard. As the ball is going to be in the hands of Escobar, he'll rotate around the perimeter. Sets it back up into the corner, where they're thinking about trying to set up for the 3. They will. They'll step back deep, 3-point shot. Back-to-back trays for Doche. Alex from Rochester, New York, 6'6" junior, didn't start, but he's had an early impact here, as once again, they got to quickly get it across the half-court line. They do just in time. Schultz with the ball, sets it back up to Q, back to Schultz. Jared wants to drive out. Tough man-to-man defense extending all the way out, as Daho Clark tried to get the inlet pass, was bodied down too much, not able to get out to it, and quickly coming back the other way, the Saints. Deep 3-point shot, front iron, no good. Rebound is tipped out all the way back out into the hands of Escobar. PJ sees the lane, takes this one down to the rack, feels the contact, tosses that one up in the air, not going to get the basket. He will get a couple of free throws, as the foul is going to go against Daho Clark. That'll be foul number 1 on Steven, as we'll get a couple of free throws coming up for Escobar. PJ up to the line, couple substitutions set to come in, as San Antonio, Texas is where he calls home. He is a local boy to the Saints. As Serge gets up off the bench, he will come in. Also coming in for the Argos is going to be Woodbridge. On the other side, Brandell Collins will be back on the floor, and it will be Yepnik. Adolphins wait to come back on the floor here shortly as well. He's coming in for the shooter if he makes it. Second free throw rattles around, no good, as it's a 9-6 Saints lead. They're up by 3 in this first half. 15:44 to go on the clock. Thank you, Belt Valley Bank. Sergio Berkeley with the ball on the left elbow, doing a one-on-one as they will come all the way out to the half-court line. Picks up his dribble, needs to get rid of it. He is in trouble, as just gets rid of it in time there quickly over the right-hand side to Schultz. Schultz squares up, kicks back to Sergio. Berkeley looking for the screen, not going to get it. Instead drives in, as we've got the whistle. Excuse me. Foul is on the Saints on the hand check, PJ Escobar. That'll be foul number 2. As it's going to be the Argos bringing the ball in front court. Deshaun Rice with the ball, top of the key, man-to-man defense, extending all the way out to the half court as Deshaun drives in left hand, picks up his dribble into the hands of Berkeley. Sergio, skip pass across the court. Schultz, he steps back, pulls the trigger, count it, it's good. Jared Schultz dialed up from distance, his first point in the game. It's a tie contest, 9-all, first half action, 14:59 to go. Another deep 3 by the Saints. Boy, they are on tonight. That was a pretty looking shot by Courtney Julian. He's their leading scorer. He does have 5 in this contest. Schultz, can he do back-to-back? Yes, he can. The Stevensville native. Stand up and cheer, the hometown boy. He's got 6 in the contest, puts it back to a 12-all game. Quickly coming down the other way, the Saints with the ball, top of the key. They'll run it through the hands of Julian. Courtney goes right with it, as this time it's going to be Darian Brown covering the offense. Back to the left. Crisp passing, good shooting. Brings up another 3 for Courtney. Back-to-back trays for him, as that gives him 8 points in the contest. It's now a 15-12 game. Sergio Berkeley need to get going here. 4 seconds to get across the line. They do. Down the sidelines, Deshaun Rice loses the handle. Doing a stare down with the official there. He's going to lose that one as Matthew Brooks McGregor comes onto the floor. As coach wants to call a timeout, nobody's listening. Now they catch him, so we'll do it along with him. Let's take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back with more as you're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
You've been working all day and you're meeting friends. Take it to the max. You're looking for fun, got an evening to spend. Take it to the max. The Max Sports Bar Casino. Join the crowd, the Max attracts. It's the friendliest place and we know. We can't wait to get back to the Max. Food, fun, and friends at the Heritage Inn. Take it to the Max.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort? Carrier. Turn to the experts.
For 30 years of commitment to Carrier, contact A.T. Clemens for a free estimate, 452-9541.
And welcome back, basketball fans. We are here on a beautiful Saturday night. It's a gorgeous day in Great Falls. I'll tell you, the rest of Montana is not feeling the same way. We keep back and forth with Sioux and Sarge, and it sounds like it is just a terrible winter situation going on over there in northwestern Montana. Whiteout conditions, blowing snow. And I've heard that from all the way down to Hardin, all the way up the west side of the state. So safe travels to all those folks out there. Right here, it's all tied. No, it's 15-12. Saints are by 3 as we have a whistle and a foul. As a quick whistle, this one's going to go against the Argos. It'll be foul number 1 on Matthew Brooks McGregor. Paradise, California is where he comes from. And that'll send Courtney Julian to the free throw line. I believe he was outside the arc on that one. We'll see if he gets 3, as Julian, their leading scorer, has 8 points in the contest. First trip to the stripe as he steps up, short on the first one, as he'll have 1 or 2 more to go on that one. Of course, we've got the Parade of Lights going on next Saturday. Invite you downtown, Central Avenue. That'll kick off about dark. Second free throw, no good as well. One more opportunity for him, as appreciate Anderson Glass letting us use their building to set up the float. Electric City FFA. Electric City FFA doing all sorts of fun things. That third free throw is good as far as fundraisers and things like that, as we've got another whistle. Oh, had a wristband on, so I had to get rid of that. Safety issue there. We do that in football as well. So we're going to get this one back underway. 16-12, Saints by 4, under 14 to go here in this first half. Full court pressure continues to have its effect as they will get it over in the hands of Schultz. Jared, double teamed up the right corner, goes down into Williams. Deshay steps back to Schultz. Jared loses the handle for a moment, picks it back up to Berkeley. Sergio wants to drive, does, sees a lane, pulls back from 10. Count it, it's good. Sergio's one of those guys that once he gets heated up, he's hard to stop. He can do that. As it's going to be the Saints on offense, bringing it down. They'll work it up the top of the key. Trayvon Barber on the floor for the first time as they'll rotate the ball around the perimeter into the hands of Collins. Brandell rotating his guys underneath the baseline, looking for his screen, gets it, decides to just dribble it out to the right. He'll set it up through the top of the key through Barber as Trayvon drives in. Little finger roll off the backboard, but they're going to say he picked up the pivot foot, and he will get hit with the travel as he had something to say to the official too. And with that, it's going to be Simon Shafik back on the floor. Trayvon will come over to the bench. Continue with the full court pressure. Deshaun Rice will come back on the floor. He'll replace Schultz. Jared has played hard out there. That'll switch some guys around. Matthew Brooks McGregor will come back, as it'll be Serge and Deshaun bringing the ball up for the Argos. They're going to work the front half court. Bringing across will be Rice. He'll set up on the right-hand side, kicks over to left, into the hands of Berkeley. Berkeley loses it right through his fingertips, out of bounds. Unforced errors. Those are the turnovers that just drives a coach crazy. As we got a tight contest here, 16-14. It's a 2-point Saints lead. 13:04 to go here in this first half of the Belt Bellarmine scoreboard. As it's going to be the Saints on offense. They'll bring the ball down on the right-hand side, kicks it back to the teammate, drives in, little 5-foot floater, squares up with the basket. Brandell Collins with his first hoop. Tell you, he was hanging in the air, just kind of straightened himself up, able to hit that one down. Rice with the ball over the right-hand side, 18-14, the Saints up. As we do have the contact, this one is going to go against Rice. Deshaun with the push-off. That'll be foul number 1 on him. And coach wants to go to the bench. He will. Q Neresius set to come in. He will come in. Trayvon Bashir will also come in. As it'll be McGregor and Williams back to the bench. So we got 5 on each side. We're ready to play some ball. 18-14, the Saints by 4. 12:38 to go here on a light crowd here on a Saturday afternoon. A few folks here watching some Argo basketball. Quick drive to the basket, the Saints with the right-hand hook. That one goes up strong. It's going to be Ryan Otis coming through the lane, getting the dish and the basket. As it's going to be Rice now for the Saints, or for the Argos, excuse me. They work the left-hand side to Bashir. Trayvon just picks up his dribble, goes in the corner. Q will set it back up top the key to Berkeley. This time we'll work the right-hand side. Deshaun with a three-point shot. Off the back of the rim, no good. No rebounders for the Argos, so it's going to be the Saints on the run. As they'll bring it down with Julian, setting it up top of the key. Rotate over the right-hand side. Darian Brown wants to dribble it out. He'll set it up. Right-hand move, spin move, finger roll off the back of the rim. Ryan Otis, back-to-back hoops for the junior from Houston, Texas. Pretty looking shot for him, as it's going to be Berkeley with the ball on the left-hand side. Sergio to Deshaun Rice, comes on the right-hand side to Neresius. Q takes it into the corner, wants to go baseline, does, hands it off, as they will set this up in the corner. Rice dribbles it between his legs, loses the handle. Little dish underneath the basket. Finger roll works this time for us. Deontay Woodbridge will get his first basket of the game. Cuts it down to a 6-point lead. 22-16. Saints up by 6. 11:21 to go here in this first half. Going to be the Argos on defense. Deep three-point shot. You can't allow them with too many of those. Shafik missed that one. They've hit most of them here in this contest. As Q will bring the ball left to elbow, they'll set up the ball top of the key. Like we said, we got the Parade of Lights coming up next weekend, and then we're going to have the Christmas stroll the weekend after, all downtown, as Deshaun Rice working the ball top of the key. Coach encouraging everybody to move. Everybody just kind of standing around right now, as this time Rice drives into the corner. Berkeley, no-look pass back to Rice. Deshaun pulls the trigger on 3. Soft touch, lays that one over the rim, as Deshaun will get his first basket of the contest. And with that, it's going to be Darian bringing the ball down on the right-hand side. The holiday season is amongst us, as a little give and go. The Saints, boy, they made that look pretty. Simon Shafik will take that one right to the rack. Using the right hand on the left side of the board. Gets the easy layup there. Quickly coming the other side. Q, a lot of contact, no whistle. Short shot is no good. We're going to go back the other way, as Woodbridge had a good look at the basket, not able to convert on that one. Now we're going to have the offensive foul going the other direction. This one here is going to go against Brandon Collins, as a lot of contact on both sides, as the officials are definitely going to want to make sure they tighten this one up a little bit here. A couple substitutions coming in. We have Zachary Muka on for the first time. Also have Greg Scheckschneider coming in, as well as, just before they threw that one in, Brandon Joseph on the floor for the first time. Also had Stephen Daho-Clark come back in for the Argos. So counting our numbers, we've got 5 on each side. We're ready to play. 24-19 is the Saints lead. We're coming up the halfway mark of first half, as the Saints have led this one pretty much from the start. Q lost the handle on that one there as he was starting to trip. As the Saints will come down, a little no-look pass. It got tipped away. Q picks that one up. We'll quickly go the other direction. Trayvon Bashir brings up the middle of the floor. Little dish pass to Sergio. Berkeley, hesitation step, takes down the lane over the right-hand side. Rice, head fake, goes back up from 15. Back iron, no good. Once again, no rebounders. And so we're going to head the other way. It's going to be the Saints bringing the ball all the way down. Hesitation move, sets it up to the top of the key. Wide open 3. Boy, you just can't leave them open. We've talked about that, as that was a big one from Yepnik. His first trifecta for the game, his first basket of the game, and the biggest lead of the game. 27-19, lazy pass over the middle, easily picked off. As three-point shot, that one's no good. Rebound comes down, as this time it's going to be Clark clearing the boards, as they'll get it over to the left-hand side. Berkeley telling his guys to get out of the way, let me bring it on up. He will. Clearing out a little space with his right arm. He wants to drive the lane, goes all the way to the rack. Sergio for 2. Berkeley with his second basket of the contest cuts it down to a 6-point lead, 27-21. 8:53 to go here, first half action. A little hesitation, drive. Berkeley tips that one out. Chance for Schultz to come back onto the floor. He will come in replacement of Deshaun Rice. As 20 to go on the shot clock, as there was no change of possession. It'll be the Saints with the ball. Deep three-point shot. Ooh, I'll tell you what, Doshi, that is his third trifecta. He's pretty accurate from out there. That's 3 for 3 for him. 30-21, 9-point lead for the Saints. The Argos battling from behind as they get the ball over to Schultz on the right elbow. He'll set it up top the key to Berkeley. Sergio, skip pass over to Trayvon, into the corner. Q, he'll take a shot. That one's no good. Battling underneath for the rebound. Boy, there is a lot of contact underneath the basket. The officials are going to need to keep an eye on that as these guys are starting to get physical underneath there. Quickly, the Saints coming down on the right-hand side. They'll set it into the corner as we will have the travel. Alex squaring up to take the basket as we will have a line change. Whole new 5 guys coming in for the Saints. As everybody looking at each other, seeing who they're going to match up with. 30-21, Saints by 9 at the 8:10 mark of this first half. As Sergio clears the floor, says, let me take it from here. Using that right arm to just kind of clear a path. Serge will bring the ball up center court. 20 to go on the shot clock, 7:58 to go on the game clock on the Belleville Bank scoreboard. It is 30-21. Berkeley will bring the ball down the left-hand side. And we're going to call the offensive foul as Sergio cleared out on that one. Berkeley will pick up foul number 1 as he will come over the bench. Deshaun Rice will step onto the floor. As coach visiting with him about the chicken wing, as the Rice will bring the ball up on the right-hand side. It's going to be the Saints on offense here as they'll rotate the ball around the perimeter. This time Shafik will have the ball. He'll kick back left into the hands of Greg. Deep move down to the basket. That one's no good. Clark right there just simply jumps up, pulls that down with one hand. He gets the rebound quickly into the corner. Neresius spins out of a tight defense there. Q trying to feed it underneath to Clark. A little too high on that. Clark still going after it. I'll tell you what, it is physical down there, and they're not blowing the whistle. Deshaun Rice drives lane, goes right to the rack, hands it off. Clark goes up for 2. Stephen Daho Clark with his second field goal, 6 points in the game. He had a couple of free throws, cuts the lead down to 7 as they are battling underneath the boards, and they're letting them play here on a Saturday. Brown pulls up from 3. Count it. Darian Brown with his first trifecta and his first field goal as he pushes it out to a double-digit lead. Biggest lead of the game, 33-23. Saints are up on the Belleville Bank scoreboard. Sean into the corner. Schultz, he's hit a couple from there. Add one more to the total. Jared, he's got 3 for 3 points. Cuts that back down to 7. 33-26, Saints by 7. As it's going to be Darian Brown with the ball on the top of the key. Wants to go right, he will. Kicks it over in the hands of his teammate. They drive in with Simon with the ball as they rotate down into the perimeter corner there. Going strong to the basket, strong move. Simon Shafik pick up his second field goal, even against tight defenses. Schultz takes that fast break all the way over the rim, a little too hard with the finger roll. Not able to get that one to drop as the Argos will drop back into their zone defense as they will continue the ball on the top of the key, quickly into the corner. Wide open for 3. Front iron no good. Q climbed up over the back to tip that rebound away. And once again, they're letting them play down there. And we are going to have the touch foul out here at the free throw line. This one is going to go against Brandell Collins. That'll be foul number 2. With that, they'll take a break. Let's do it along with them. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back with more as you're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
Three-Way Auto Body knows it happens every day. The dreaded car accident. Thankfully, everyone's okay. Well, except your car. That's where Three-Way Auto Body comes in. Plus, they guarantee their work so you can rest assured that it was fixed to factory specs and with your safety in mind. So, the next time you find yourself at a fender bender, tow it or drive it straight to Three-Way Auto Body.
Three-Way Auto Body, driven to perfection.
Taco John's Master of Tacos has officially mastered nachos. We call them new sirloin steak nachos, a meal-sized stack of fresh-made tortilla chips topped with creamy poblano queso and hand-carved cuts of juicy sirloin steak. Each bite is loaded with so much steak, you'll agree, we nailed it. They're so epic, you might as well start calling us Nacho Johns, because new sirloin steak nachos aren't just a game changer, they're a name changer. Well, we aren't really going to change our name, but you get the point. Crush the all-new sirloin steak nachos, only at Taco John's.
And thank you to all of our sponsors who continue to help bring you basketball here on KNX 102.7 FM. We will be here all season long. Matter of fact, we'd love to follow these guys to the national tournament if they get that far, as we are early in our preseason. Regular season conference will be starting up here in December, as we will have our first home games on November 2nd and 3rd. Be double headers that night. The ladies will kick us off at 5:30. These guys will be at about 7:30. I'd like to invite you all to come and fill the gym. Beautiful gymnasium here at the McLaughlin, as it's going to be the ball in the hands of the Argos. 35-26 is the Saints lead. Argos will set to bring the ball in right in front of the Saints bench. Unforced error, trying to get it over to Schultz. Just outside of his reach, not able to catch up with that, as Deshae Williams, the junior from Tampa, Florida, errant pass. It's going to be the Saints bringing the ball in, as Darian Brown will carry the offense up to the right-hand side. Rotate down in the corner, Saints. Rotate around the perimeter. This time Brown gets the ball back, sets it right. Wanting to shoot instead, driving, they'll kick it in the corner. Now the three-point shot goes up. That one's no good. Good rebound by the Saints as they'll kick the ball back out the perimeter. This time driving all the way to the rack. Offensive foul. Doing a nice job underneath the basket is Woodbridge, as Coach Wall wants to question that one. Courtney Julian will pick up the personal foul. Not going to get an answer from the officials he's looking for, so we'll just keep on playing. Schultz with the ball on the right-hand side. Little 15-foot floater, back iron, no good. Shea Williams goes up high for the rebound. Strong back to the rim. And we're going to get the blocking foul. Shea Williams is going to get the hoop and the harm. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play, as this foul is going to go against Courtney Julian as well. And what they're going to say, he was down in the restricted area. Had he been outside the small circle, it'd have probably been a charge. But this one here, they're going to call a block. The officials are going to get together and talk about it. They're going to count the bucket. Yeah, that's what they were talking about. So the bucket is good. So they are going to get a one free throw. And with that, Courtney will go to the bench. And that'll bring Simon Shafik back in, as Deshae Williams will step up to the charity stripe. 6'6" junior, Tampa, Florida. First basket of the game, chance to make an old-fashioned three-point play, as he will pull the trigger on the free throw. It rattles through the rim. It is good, as they've tightened this down to a 6-point game, 35-29. Saints are still up on the Bell Valley Bank scoreboard. Brown just about with the turnover. Quickly gets it over in the corner, and plenty of time as the Saints will come down on offense. They are up by 6 on the Bell Valley Bank scoreboard. 5:12 to go, first half action. Darian Brown with a little dribbling exhibition out there. We'll kick it over the hands of Greg. Quickly down underneath. Strong move with the right hand, but I'll tell you what, get it out of here. Woodbridge says, not in my kitchen. He sends that one a sailing. 5 to go on the shot clock, as the Argos are setting up their defensive stand. Saints will bring it in. Ball is tipped on the inlet pass and then stolen away. Deshae Williams, they're coming alive here in Great Falls on a Saturday night. Hope you're having as much fun as I am. Williams with the ball on the left elbow, wants to drive tight. Man-to-man defense will get it in the hands of Schultz. Jared will dribble out. Crowd's starting to make a little bit of noise, as Deshae will step back, pulls the trigger on 3. They're going to say that he stutter-stepped, so he's going to get hit with the travel. 4:42 to go, first half action, as the Spirit Squad over here making some noise. Matthew Brooks McGray will come up off the bench. He will step in for Jared Schultz, as he will come over to the bench, and it'll be Saints ball. It's still a 6-point game, 35-29. 4:42 to go. Saints are up on the Bell Valley Bank scoreboard. Darian Brown, top of the key, wants to work the left. He will. Kicks it in the corner, back to Brown. They rotate around the perimeter, thinking about the 3. He'll stop, he'll pop. Oh, that's the first one I've seen him miss so far, as it was Alex Gaucher that's hit a couple of them already. Just back iron on that one. Rebound comes down. McGregor comes back right-hand side to Rice. Back in the hands of Matthew. Brooks McGregor, spin move out there in dead man's land, picks up his dribble. He is in trouble. Coach trying to call a timeout instead. Bringing it the bailout. It's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Greg Schickschenader. That'll be foul number 1 on him. 18 fouls on the Saints, so we'll make the long walk down for a couple from the charity stripe. Be a 1-and-1 for Matthew Brooks McGregor. Set to come in is going to be Stephen Daho Clark. He will come in as he will replace Deshae Williams. Williams with some very productive minutes down there, doing a nice job getting handshakes from his whole team over here on the sidelines. As Brooks McGregor stands at the free throw line waiting for the ball. 37-29, it's an 8-point game at the 4:13 mark. Saints up. Coach trying to call in the play. Nobody's paying attention as the free throw is up. It is good. Second free throw opportunity coming up for Matthew Brooks McGregor. Cuts it down to a 7-point lead, wants to shave it to 6. 4:13 to go here in this first half. You're listening to the Benefits Game of the Week. Second free throw is good as well, 2 for 2. Free throws doing very well for the Argos. They are 5 out of 5 amongst 3 different players. As quickly Brown with the ball on the right-hand side. They'll kick it in the corner. Alex back top of the key as they rotate around the left-hand side. Skip pass across the court. Thinking about the shot was going to be Muka. Not able to do it. He hands it off. Finger roll. That one's no good. Rebound comes down. Doing a nice job. Woodbridge, and they want to run with it. It's going to be Sergio in the right-hand side. Deshaun. He'll set it up on the left. Dribbles it out. Gets it back to Serge. Berkeley with the ball. Top the key. Knocking off the hand checks as he drives in. That's how he got that charging foul a little while ago. Calls the backboard, or at least I think he did. Either way, it's going to count the same. Give him 3 baskets, all for 6 points. Cuts it down to a 4-point game, 37-33. It's the Saints trying to hold on to their lead. It'll be in the hands of Brown. He'll come over left-hand side. That 3-point shot up comes up short. Everybody's kind of lets it go. Good effort as Zachary Muka tries to get out and knock that one back in. Tries to knock that one back in, not able to catch up to it. Argos with the ball, full court pressure. They'll get it in the hands of McGregor. They'll send it on the right-hand side to Rice. Flips this one over the top to McGregor. Into the middle of the floor. Sergio back to the right. A couple players open underneath there, not able to get it to him. Is going in strong as Clark. Stephen Daho Clark with his 3rd field goal. He's got 8 points in the game. It's a 2-point contest, 37-35. Saints by 2. Mucha with the ball, top of the key. Darian works around the perimeter, down into the baseline. It's going to be the Saints back on the right-hand side. 3-point shot is up. Back iron rattles in. Boy, I'll tell you, a soft touch on that. Zachary Mucha with the trifecta as they continue to hit on every corner of the floor. Rice with the ball. Deshaun quickly over the top to McGregor. He'll set it up to Berkeley. Little skip pass over the right-hand side to Rice as they've really got the floor sped. Back in the hands of McGregor. He'll pull up from 3. That's a pretty shot. Matthew Brooks McGregor from downtown cuts it back down to 2-point game, 40-38. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in this first half. Belt Valley Bank, thank you very much for sponsoring the scoreboard. And Brooks McGregor with the steal and the layup. Count it. It's good. Matthew Brooks McGregor ties the contest at 40 all. Last time we were tied was at 16 all early in this half as the Argos continue with their defensive stance to battle their way back into it. Saints loses the handle on it, picks it back up over on the right-hand side. He's up up top of the key. Brown sets it, goes right, into the corner. 13 to go on the shot clock. This one's going to be stolen away. Sergio says, get on out of here. I'll bring it up. Everybody back up. I'll bring it up to you. Berkeley crosses the half-court line. Throws a little head fake trying to get the call. Not going to get it. Rice around a couple of defenders. And the hand check will pick up the personal. This one is going to go against Greg Schickschenader. That'll be foul number 2 on him. Simon Chaffick will be back on the floor, as well as Brandon Joseph. So a 1-on-1 opportunity coming up for Deshaun Rice. Has not been to the charity stripe yet. He does have the 3-pointer that he hit a little while ago. Tried to break this tie. 40 all is the tie right now at the minute 32 mark. First free throw is up. It is no good. First missed free throw by the Argos here tonight. As quickly coming down, Darian Brown with ball works over the left-hand side. Back to the top of the key. Brown works it right. Joseph to Brown. Goes past the screen, pulls up from three, front iron, no good. Rebound comes down. Brooks McGregor quickly into the hands of Deshaun Rice. He looks at the cutting player coming up behind him, not able to get it to him, but quick hand steals it back this time. They'll get it to Woodbridge. He drives away with the left hand. Count it. It's good. Deontay Woodbridge with his second basket of the game. Great drive across the lane, and the lead is back on the Argo side. As quickly, Deshaun Rice will get the rebound. He wants to run. He's going to work the left-hand side to the floor, brings it all the way up, kicks it back into the hands of McGregor. Thinking about the three, back to Berkeley. He'll pull the trigger. Right side, no good. Had a rebounder right there. Deshaun steals it away. As they'll get it to Woodbridge. Woodbridge drives in. A lot of contact. And they're going to say this is an offensive foul, as it will go against Deontay. That'll be foul number 1 on Woodbridge. Once again, driving the lane there. Trayvon Bashir back in. Q Neresius back in. Deshae Williams back in. And they'll stay with Deshaun Rice and Matthew Brooks McGregor, as Sergio will come over to the bench. 38 seconds to go. Argos lead by 2, as they have scratched their way back into this one. And defense has been the name of the game. They'll bring the ball to the top of the key. They'll work the right-hand side. Darren will get it back. Continue to rotate around the perimeter, looking for that open shot. Scrambling zone defense by the Argos as Brown will stop and unload from three. That one's back iron, no good. Ball's tipped around, going to be stolen out of there by Brandon Joseph. Just happened to be in the right spot at the right time. He'll kick it back into Darian Brown's hands as they'll rotate around the perimeter. Shot clock is off, 8 to go on the game clock. Brown drives in, takes it all the way down to the free throw line as he'll throw it back deep, three-point shot. That's off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down, and the first half is in the books. Argos up 42-40. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with our first half analysis right after this 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
To celebrate Hump Day, the Celtic Cowboy Pub and Restaurant has created Whiskey Wednesdays. Our huge range of whiskeys are half price from 4 p.m. to closing. And if it's too early for a drink, the Celtic Cowboy is now serving breakfast from 6:30 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday, and Sunday brunch starting at 10:30. Enjoy your favorite whiskey and make Hump Day something to look forward to with Whiskey Wednesdays at the Celtic Cowboy in downtown Great Falls. Eat, drink, be Irish.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. It's not too early to start thinking about spring semester. At Great Falls College MSU, you have the opportunity to start your degree here and then transfer to one of the 4-year institutions across the state. You can also pursue your future in accounting, computer technology, 15 healthcare programs, welding and fabrication, and industrial technology. It's never too early to start thinking about spring semester. To find out where it all begins, visit gfcmsu.edu or call 406-268-3700.
Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of this sporting event. They would like to remind you that they too have a team. Like the 2 teams on the field, Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Team is ready to take care of all your insurance needs. Glenn Lambert reminds us that Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance has been in business for a long time.
For over 100 years, Cascade Farmers Mutual has been offering low-cost protection for your home and property. Give our agents a call and find out why you should have it. Call 1-800-310-3923. Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance, insuring Montanans since 1913.
For 122 years, Kaufman's Menswear Center has been a proud member of the Great Falls community, supporting local events and high school sports after 3 generations of Kaufman's have attended local schools and participated in local and Montana University sports. Kaufman's Menswear Center is proud to bring you local high school broadcasts of football, boys and girls basketball, and girls volleyball. Kaufman's Menswear Center, a proud sponsor of local high school student athletes. Kaufman's Menswear Center, 411 Central Avenue.
When we need promotional items, we think Double G Engraving. But what about awards and trophies? Well, Double G Engraving has everything you need there, too. Recognize a coach or student with a custom plaque, whether it's for excellence in athletics or scholastics. And of course, they'll take care of the engraving, too. Make a memory last a lifetime. Visit Double G Engraving downtown or on the web, doublegengraving.com. Or call 452-0615.
Question: what's Irish for trivia contest? Answer: pub quiz at the Celtic Cowboy Pub and Restaurant, of course. We're hosting pub trivia every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Bring your friends and compete for prizes by tackling a range of trivia questions in multiple categories. Better yet, form a team and play every week. Put your massive intellect on display, or just have a good time with your friends. If the question is how to have fun on Tuesday nights, then we have the answer. Pub quiz trivia at the Celtic Cowboy. Eat, drink, be Irish.
And welcome back, basketball fans. We have made it to halftime, 42-40, as the Argos have clawed their way back into this one. And we have a special guest sitting with us. Last year's star, Sigmund Farmer III. Sig, it's good to see you, my friend.
Hi, sir. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So tell us, what are you doing now, Sig?
Right now I'm just going to school and working, that's all. Living the dream.
Living the dream, and you're a CNA, so you're getting to work at Benefits Hospital you were talking about.
Yes, sir.
What are some of your tasks over there?
Just taking care of the residents, making sure they're happy, any issues they have, try to take care of them as best as possible, make them feel home.
Yeah. And you're working on some additional degrees, is that correct?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get into the PTA program, so right now I'm just knocking out some prereqs. I'll apply in February. The new application comes out, and I'll apply, and hopefully I'll get in, and I'll start next fall.
Wonderful. Now, will you be able to stay up here for that, or is that a schooling?
Yeah, I'll be able to stay up here for that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you recently had a new baby girl.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your daughter.
She's beautiful, but she's a handful. She's already got a little attitude.
She gets that from her mom?
Oh, yeah. She gets it from her mom.
Hopefully mom's not listening.
I don't have attitude. I'm fine.
Let's talk about this basketball game here. It was something that was starting to get away. They were down by as much as 10 at one point or 12 points. Defense wins and loses games. Their defense really stepped up.
Yes, sir. Defense definitely does win and lose games. They were a little slack on defense, missed assignments and stuff like that. But once they all came together and everybody started doing what they needed to do, then they missed shots, they boarded, they boxed out, played defense, and they're back in this game. They're up by 2 now.
Up by 2, absolutely.
They got to take it over to the second half.
Absolutely. Free throw shooting has really improved this year over last year. Is that something that you think the team's really been focused on, or?
Actually, I'm not really sure. I can't really say. I would hope that's what they're focusing on as well, but I think defense is definitely what they focus on.
Definitely, yeah, no doubt about it. Their outside shooting is definitely gone as well as too. We miss your athleticism on the floor. There's a couple guys that can get above the rim, but we don't see it quite as often anymore.
I miss playing. I won't lie. I miss playing. I do miss it.
You're getting to play a little bit here in the City League. Talk about that a little bit.
City League it's good. I have fun. Me and Isaac Howard, he played last year too. Yeah. Me and him were on the same team. We ended up taking it all. Yeah. We played with Buck, his team. So it was fun. We met a couple of guys that did play through UGF back in the day. I think when it was probably either UGF or University of Great Falls. But it was great. I had fun.
Well, good. And you were talking about trying to put a traveling team together out with Malmstrom. What all does that entail?
Well, we have a meeting tomorrow to find out what all they're going to do and need from us. But hopefully we'll get the team together and we'll be traveling to different bases for tournaments and stuff like that. And it'll be paid for, so we won't have to worry about coming out of pocket. Just probably some food for food.
Well, that's kind of nice too. Have you ever thought about getting into coaching?
You know what? I have thought about it. I don't know if the opportunity presents itself. I will. It's hard because I still haven't put the ball down yet. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
The high school season just started off here in Great Falls a couple days ago. As a matter of fact, they started with practice. I'm sure there's a lot of schools around the area that would use your services.
I'll have to see. If somebody reaches out, I'll try to make time and see. I wouldn't mind, Coach. Personally, I don't know where to start, to be honest. I'll be fresh and new. But I think I'll be a great coach, though.
Well, good.
Just from having different coaches and taking the good and the bads of what they do, I think I could be a great coach.
Well, you've seen both sides of it, and being older than a lot of the kids that you played with here, that certainly helps you look at that on that side of it. Now, did you ever play with Miguel Boca Chica?
No, sir, I did not.
He was ahead of your time then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because he was one when he left here, he went and coached at Great Falls Central, and I believe he's back east and he's still coaching. So it's fun to watch some of the former Argo players that have expanded their career onto the coaching side. Maybe someday we'll see you do that. So.
Yeah, someday you might. I never know. I might end up here, coaching, or I might end up Division I. We'll see.
Well, that'd be all right. So we are here at halftime. We got our special guest here, Sigmund Farmer, great player last year. We sure hate to see him graduate from the basketball, although he's still going to school. You still got a year of eligibility left, don't you?
Yes, sir, I sure do.
Well, go get your shorts on. Let's get you out here at the second half.
We'll see. We'll see what next year holds. There you
go. Maybe get you back on the floor. That'd be perfect. So we're going to go ahead and step aside. Let's take another 3-minute timeout. It's 42-40. Argo's up by 2. We'll take a short break. We'll be back after this 3-minute break as you're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
Searching for a real-world tough ATV? Visit Pure Bliss Cycle Sales for the full line of Yamahas. From the all-new Kodiak 450 with class-leading comfort starting at just $59.99 to the incredible Grizzly EPS. All Yamaha utility ATVs feature proven off-road capability, durability, and confidence-inspiring reliability. Visit Pure Bliss Cycle Sales today. MSRP subject to change. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Anderson Glass Doors and Windows offers something that their competition has very little of: choices. Like vinyl windows, for example. Though vinyl is the least expensive, it is not the only choice available. Anderson Glass also carries metal-clad wood and fiberglass framed windows that also have a maintenance-free exterior. And talk about choices. There's quality names like Marvin, Geldwin, and Sierra Pacific. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. One call does it all. Anderson Glass Doors and Windows. 453-5755.
If you've been injured or simply living with joint, bone, or muscle pain, you need to visit the Benefice Orthopedic Center of Montana. You'll find a dedicated team of doctors and nurses ready to help. Patient navigators will guide you through our Total Joint Center, where we offer the state's only Total Joint Guarantee program. From diagnosis to surgery to recovery in our all-new wellness suites, we'll get you back to moving like we're meant to. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Call us today at 455-3650.
Fort Benton, where the West was born. With so much history to see, you're going to need a break. Visit the Clubhouse, a delicious local hotspot where all the best games, drinks, and food come together at one comfortable, low-key sports bar. Sit back and enjoy an ice-cold drink. Take a bite out of a Reuben, French dip, or a juicy burger. Just few of the local favorites. Take advantage of 2-for-1 drink specials, happy hour, and lunch specials. Weekdays at the Clubhouse in Fort Benton, where everyone is treated like a local.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. It's not too early to start thinking about spring semester. At Great Falls College MSU, you have the opportunity to start your degree here and then transfer to one of the 4-year institutions across the state. You can also pursue your future in accounting, computer technology, 15 healthcare programs, welding and fabrication, and industrial technology. It's never too early to start thinking about spring semester. To find out where it all begins, visit gfcmsu.edu or call 406-268-3700.
Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Tonight everybody's in the mood for Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Dine in, take out, delivery. We do a little more just to make sure your pizza's hot. We bring the whole oven to your door. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. We bring the power of Howard's to you. Call Howard's Pizza now.
All of our great sponsors who continue to help us bring you basketball here on KNX 102.7 FM. Always good to visit with Sigmund. He is a class act retired Air Force. I'll tell you what a great gentleman. We appreciate his service. Take a look at some of the scoring in the first half. 9 points is who leads the way. Jarrett Schultz with 3 from downtown. He's got quite a bit of help, though. Stephen Daho Clark, he's got 8. 7 for Matthew Brooks McGregor, 6 for Sergio Berkeley. 3 points for Deshae Williams, 2 points for Cuden Resius, 3 for Deshaun Rice, and 4 for Deontay Woodbridge. On the other side, leading the way with 9 is Courtney Julian. He is their leading scorer on the season as well as the game. He's got some help with Alex Doche. Alex has got 3 from beyond the arc as well. 4 points for Simon Shafik, 3 from Yepnik Adelfins, 1 for PJ Escobar, 3 for Darian Brown. We have 2 points for Brandel Collins, 4 for Ryan Otis, 3 for Zachary Mucha. On the rebounding side, it's fairly close. 12 for the Argos, 10 for the Saints. Shooting percentage, Argos are doing quite well today. They had a tough shooting night last night. Tonight they have definitely improved. 61% field goal percentage, 50% beyond the arc, and 83% free throw percentage. 5 out of 6, doing a great job as they have all season long. On the other side of it, 48% field goal percentage, 40% beyond the arc, and 40% from the free throw line for the Our Lady of the Lake University Saints. Well, tell you what, we couldn't do any of this without our sponsors. As I look up the clock, we got time. Let's take one more 2-minute timeout as we'll hear from some of those great folks who help us bring you basketball here on KNX 102.7 FM.
ABC Seamless Great Falls is Central Montana's leading exterior home improvement solution, specializing in Malarkey roofing shingles. Malarkey shingles have a 130-mile-an-hour wind warranty. Important when Montana is your home. Also ask about their Empire warranty, a lifetime warranty no matter the circumstances. Malarkey products and ABC Seamless Great Falls have combined quality and affordability with lasting beauty. Contact ABC Seamless Great Falls today for a solution to your roofing problem. Call 453-ROOF. That's 453-ROOF.
Taco John's, master of tacos, has officially mastered nachos. We call them new sirloin steak nachos, a meal-sized stack of fresh-made tortilla chips topped with creamy poblano queso and hand-carved cuts of juicy sirloin steak. Each bite is loaded with so much steak, you'll agree, we nailed it. They're so epic, you might as well start calling us Nacho Johns, because new sirloin steak nachos aren't just a game changer. They're a name changer. Well, we aren't really going to change our name, but you get the point. Crush the all-new sirloin steak nachos, only at Taco John's.
Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana is the region's premier joint replacement program. And now board-certified physician Dr. Michael Doobie is performing anterior hip replacements using a specially designed HANA table, which allows patients to lie on their backs during the procedure. Using the HANA table, Dr. Doobie makes a single incision without cutting any surrounding muscle, which means patients have less pain and quicker recovery times. For more information on anterior hip replacements, call Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana at 455-3650.
Have you seen what's new at Anderson Glass Doors and Windows? Introducing Clearview retractable screens. So clear you'll forget it's even there. Clearview screens have a patented Safeguard speed reducer, which provides the easy glide without the snapback like our competitors. They're available in single doorway, double doorway, and sliding patio door options. Clearview screens are only available at Anderson Glass Doors and Windows. You will have to see it to believe it.
Thank you to Brian and Jim and all the folks down at Anderson Glass, and we certainly appreciate the fact they're letting us set up our float for the Parade of Lights down in their building, as that is coming up next Saturday. I'd like to invite you all downtown for that on Central Avenue. That'll start about dark, as we'll have a bunch of floats going down. That'll be judged, and they'll hand out some prizes. And I believe they light the Christmas tree at the end of that, is because 1 week later, we will have the Christmas stroll downtown. Of course, happy Thanksgiving week to everybody, as Turkey Day is right around the corner. Hope you all have a safe and wonderful holiday, as we're going to start this off with the Argos on offense. 42-40, Argos by 2 as we are underway here in this second half. Schultz with the ball. He is tied up out on the right elbow. He'll kick it over the left-hand side as Q drives the baseline, kicks it into the hands of the defender, and it's going to be P.J. Escobar quickly coming out into the hands of Julian. Courtney with the ball, right-hand side. He'll stand at the right elbow, squares over the basket, looking for the screen, goes baseline right past Schultz. Boy, that was a pretty move by Courtney Julian, as he leads all scorers now, as he picked up his 11th point. Tied up 42 all for the fourth time here tonight. It's going to be Q with the ball down the right-hand side. Schultz, Jared, double-teamed. Tries to throw it off of his defender, ends up throwing it right into his hands as Escobar will kick it over to Brown. Darian pulls up the trigger from 3. That one's no good. Through the hands of Neresius. Set it back up top of the key. Rotate around the perimeter as P.J. Escobar. He'll send it left through Collins. Back into hands of Brown. Darian. Deep pass underneath. Wide open underneath the basket. Boy, it don't get much easier than that. Ryan Otis with the easy hoop. He had a couple baskets early in that first half. Hasn't scored since. Give him 3 field goals in the game for 6 points. As it'll be Rice with the ball, left elbow. As defense is something that the Saints have definitely talked about at halftime in their adjustment, as they, third possession, have their third turnover, as Sergio immediately gets up off the bench. Brown, little hesitation dribble, kicks it back into the hands of Escobar. PJ pulls up from 3. That one's no good. Ball is tipped around, coming out in the hands of Clark. He will get the rebound, as he'll throw it over to Rice. Back to right-hand side. Trayvon Bashir, top of the key. Rice holding the ball out, waiting for the guys to adjust. He'll get over to Schultz on the right elbow. Jared protecting that ball, reaching in as Escobar. He'll drive around a couple defenders, kicks back to Trayvon. Bashir goes baseline, tips the ball over the top, into the hands of Rice. 8 to go on the shot clock. Rice brings it all the way down, quickly into Schultz in the corner. He'll pull up from 3. That one comes up short. Rebound comes down. They want to run with it. They got numbers. The Saints, little dish and go. Left-hand layup goes up strong. It's good. Courtney Allen, Julian will get his second basket of the half. He's got 13 in all as quickly Schultz with the ball on the right-hand side. Down to Clark. Clark wide open underneath the basket. Great pass. He's going to get the hoop and the harm as Chance for a three-point play for him. Foul is going to be foul number 1 on Darian Brown, as Cudarisius will come over to the bench, and Sergio will come in. 46-44, it's a 2-point Saints lead. 17:45 to go second half action, as Stephen Daho Clark will line up for the free throw. He had 2 in the first half, misses that one, gives him 2 out of 3 in the game, 66%. Quickly, the Saints come down the right-hand side. Courtney Julian with the ball, right elbow. Looking to direct traffic, will set it up to Brown. Darian drives in, kicks left, back into the corner, rotate the ball around to the top of the key. Brown this time will work the right-hand side to Julian. Quick skip pass across the court. Zone defense by the Argos. 2-point game, 46-44 on the Belleville Bank scoreboard. Saints lead this one deep, 3-point shot. Rattles that one and in. Big shot, Zachary Mucha. That's his second 3 of the game. First one early in that first half, as Serge will bring the ball over the left-hand side. Rice, dead man's corner, will kick it over the top to Key to Berkeley. Serge back over the left-hand side. Schultz was open for a moment. Defense crashed down as Rice will pull the trigger on 3. That one's just off its mark. Rebound comes down. They want to run quickly. The Saints going to bring it down the right-hand side. Split 2, 3, maybe 4 defenders. Throws that one in with a one-hand roll over the top of the rim. Give Collins his second basket. Pushes it back out to a 7-point game. Talked about defense at halftime, that the Argos got back into this one. That's exactly what the Saints are doing. As Clark, the hoop and the harm. Clark took that one to the rim. He got the basket. He's going to get a free throw, as the foul is going to go against Ryan Otis. But before that, I believe coach wants to call a timeout here. Nope. Apparently he doesn't. I thought he was going to, and I guess not. So they're going to set up the free throw line here, as Clark will go up for the charity stripe. As he missed one a moment ago, hit 2 in the first half. Misses this one here. Now he is 2 out of 4, 50% from the line. Brown quickly over the right-hand side. Mucha pulls the trigger from 3. That one's no good. Rebound comes down. Trayvon had it for a moment, had it stolen. Julian went up strong, got that one back in the hands of Brown, tipped into the corner. They'll set it up to Escobar. PJ dribbles it out top of the key, directing traffic. Picks up his dribble. Has to do something. He'll get it over to Brown on the right-hand side. 15 to go on the shot clock. Back to Escobar. Mucha works it into the corner. Driving in with the right hand, setting across the lane this time. Julian almost stepped out of bounds as Brown will pull the trigger from 3. That one's no good. Clark goes up high, does a nice job stealing that rebound away, and Berkeley will come down with the right hand. Split move right down the middle of the lane, has it blocked from behind. Whistle and the foul. This one is going to go against Courtney. That'll be foul number 3 on Julian. Chance for Woodbridge to get up off the bench. Sergio will get a couple of free throws. Has not been to the line tonight. He's got the 3 field goals in the first half for 6 points. Chance to cut into this 5-point deficit. 51-46 as the St. Leeds. First free throw is up. It is good. 15:56 to go second half action. It cuts it down to a 4-point game, as Clark will come over to the bench. High fives all the way around. Goes over and gets a drink of water. He's been working hard down there. He deserves it. Second free throw is up. It is good as well. 2 for 2 from the line. Chance for Alex Doche to come in. That's a guy that they're going to want to defend. He hit some 3s early and often in that first half, as he picked up a total of 9 points, all from the 3-point variety. As Brown with the ball, we're bringing down the right-hand side. Tries to cut a couple defenders. He'll get it over to Julian, still playing with those 3 fouls. Drives the lane, tries to hand it off. And it was not going to work there, as Doche was not ready for it. That one just goes out of bounds. Alex wasn't prepared for the inlet pass. 48-51. It's a 3-point deficit for the Argos. 15:42 to go second half action on the Belleville Bank scoreboard, as they'll work the ball over the right-hand side. Schultz finds himself wide open. Steps up the line, goes left-hand side. Berkeley now controlling the offense, as Woodbridge needs to get out of the lane. He's been in there a while. He does step out. And trying to work hard to get good position down there, looking for the screen. Sergio double teams. Somebody's got to be open. Quick pass down underneath. Good defense by the Saints. Julian will come out with that one, as Courtney steals that one away. Courtney works the right-hand side. They're going to rotate around the perimeter. Escobar, a little head fake, goes in strong with the right hand off the backboard. No good. Rebound comes down. Woodbridge with the rebound. He'll hand it off to Berkeley. Sergio quietly brings it up. Matthew Brooks McGregor come in next dead ball. Serge looking at coach, almost had the ball stolen away from him as Rice will set up at the top of the key. Into the high post, rotate around the perimeter, into the hands of Schultz. Very tight man-to-man defense. These guys are getting right up into it. Brown reaching around, it steals that one away. Schultz now down on defense as big three-point shot is up. That one rattles around, soft shot. Boy, I tell you what, shooter's touch there for Alex Duche. That is his fourth three-pointer. He's got 12 in all as Rice splits a couple defenders over the top to Berkeley. Sergio over top the key to Trayvon. 54-48 is the Saints lead. Deep three-pointer, count it. Jared Schultz, he's got 4 as well. We got a shooting exhibition going on here tonight. 54-51 Saints. Either a travel or a tie-up should have been called on that one there. They let that one go as Duche pull up the trigger on that one. No good. Rebound comes down. Woodbridge secures it. Does a nice job. We'll get it over in the hands of Berkeley. Sergio works the right-hand side. Quickly up to Schultz. Jared, he stops. He pops. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes down. We're going to go the other direction quickly with the Saints. Up by 3, 54-51 at the 13:42 mark. Step back 3 for Julian. That one's no good. Courtney had a good look, not able to convert on it as Sergio will quickly come down on the left-hand side. Behind the back dribble, through the lane, back to Schultz. Jarrett toes the line, drives baseline. Coach has put that one up in the air, young fella. Three-point shot up, no good. Rebound comes down. Woodbridge, spin move in the lane, loses the handle on it. Comes out of the pack, and it's going to be the Saints with the ball as they'll drive the lane. Strong move with the left hand. Going to go to the free throw line is Brandell Collins, as a slew of folks will be coming in. Q Norisius, Shea Williams, and Matthew Brooks McGregor. But not before this timeout. We're going to take it along with them. It'll be a full timeout. So we'll see you after the 60-second break on KNX 102.7 FM.
Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Tonight everybody's in the mood for Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Dine in, take out delivery. We do a little more. Just to make sure your pizza's hot, we bring the whole oven to your door. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. We bring the power of Howard's to you. Call Howard's Pizza now.
Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of this sporting event. They would like to remind you that they too have a team. Like the 2 teams on the field, Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Team is ready to take care of all your insurance needs. Glenn Lambert reminds us that Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance has been in business for a long time.
For over 100 years, Cascade Farmers Mutual has been offering low-cost protection for your home and property. Give our agents a call and find out why you should have it. Call 1-800-310-3923. Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance, insuring Montanans since 1913.
Glenn Lambert, Cascade Farmers Mutual, for your sponsorship. Glenn will be joining us later on. He'll be doing some broadcasting with us. Normally he is the big voice guy here, but right now he is down there in Bozeman enjoying the victory. Congratulations to the Montana State Bobcats. 31-23 victors today in the Brawl of the Wild. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a game that went down to the last play. Good defense by the Bobcats secured the victory, so congratulations to them. Back-to-back wins, first time since I believe 2003 or 2004. Big victory for them. A couple of free throws coming up. Brandell Collins is at the line as that foul was attributed to Sergio Berkeley. That'll be foul number 2 on Berkeley. Collins, first free throw is up, and it is good. Chance to make another as he wants to extend this lead. It's 55-51. The Saints by 4 at the 13-14 mark. Second half action is he is good on both of them, pushing it out to a 5-point lead. Full court pressure continues to be the name of the game for the Saints. Argos continue to need to struggle with it as they need to get across the half-court line. Sergio will flip it over the top to Norisius. Q almost loses his pivot foot as they'll rotate around the perimeter here. Resetting up the guys. Trying to get Q to come over on the left-hand side. McGregor sets it back up in the hands of Berkeley. Surge over the top. Deshaw Williams quickly down into the post. Woodbridge with the whistle and the contact. Williams with good positioning. Foul is going to go underneath the basket. And that'll be foul number 4 on Courtney Julian. And we'll see if coach needs to bring him out, and he does. He gets up off the bench. He'll bring in Ryan Otis. As we won't see Courtney another 4 or 5 minutes here. They'll bring him back in towards the latter part of the half. Q with the ball, standing at the right elbow, wants to drive around the screen. He does. Spin move in the lane. Quick pass over the top. Williams, he stops. He pops. He clips that one off the front of the iron. Ball is tipped out. Matthew Brooks McGregor tips it out. Almost had the steal. Scrum on the floor. Arrow points right, so we're going to give it back to the Saints. New shot clock as Brown will take the inlet pass. 56-51. It's a 5-point game. Saints are up to the 12:32 mark of the second half. You are listening to the Benefits Game of the Week on KNX 102.7 FM. I'm Randy Bogdan bringing you all the play-by-play. Brown works the ball over to Escobar. PJ squares up. Back to Brown. This time we'll work the right-hand side as they rotate around the perimeter. As coach goes deep into his bench again, Deshaun Rice jumps up, ready to come in at the next dead ball. Escobar drives in, 4 to go on the shot clock. Need to kick it up pretty quick. They do. PJ with the three-pointer. Rolls around the rim and drops that one on through. That's his first field goal of the contest. Had it with a free throw. He's got 4 in all. Brooks McGregor with the ball. Kicks it over to Berkeley. Right-hand side. Surge says going back on up. I got this under control. Gets past Brown. Quick pass underneath to Woodbridge. Woodbridge, good position. Drives in. Kicks the ball off of his foot. Had a good look there. Put the ball on the floor against those shorter guys. They were able to tip that one out as Clark will get back up. Tip ball tipped around. No good. As rebounding just not happening for the Argos right now. Deep shot by PJ. Count it. Escobar dialed up from distance. Back-to-back trays. He clicks that one off in the corner as Berkeley quickly brings the ball up on the right-hand side. This is now an 11-point contest, 62-51. Saints have pushed this one back out. Argos will battle back. Deshae Williams rattles that around, no good, but right there for the rebound putback. Q Neresius with his second basket. Give him 2 field goals and 4 points in the contest. 62-53. As Lady Argos up right now over the Yotes, 74-66. And that looks like that game is final. So congratulations to the Lady Argos. They're going to take a timeout. Let's do it along with them. We'll be back after the 60-second break on KNX 102.7 FM.
If you're looking to improve your performance on and off the field, then you need to call Results. Results is the area's premier sports training program, offering the latest technology and proven training approaches to help you reach maximum performance. Results focuses on enhancing the fundamental building blocks of athletic performance while reducing the risk of injury, keeping you in the game. Sports can be unpredictable, but your results don't have to be. Call Results today at 731-8963 and take your game to the next level.
You've been working all day and you're meeting friends. Take it to the max. You're looking for fun, got an evening to spend. Take it to the max. The Max Sports Bar Casino. Join the crowd, the Max attracts. It's the friendliest place that we know. We can't wait to get back to the max. Food, fun, and friends at the Heritage Inn. Take it to the max.
And welcome back, basketball fans. We do have a score update from the College of Idaho. The Lady Argos go on to keep their season well intact. 74-66 victory for Coach Bill Himmelberg out there. Doing a nice job looking at some of these stats here. A lot of girls contributed that one as well. 9 points for Callie Williams, 8 points for Stephanie McDonough. Well balanced scoring down there. Nice job. Right now it's the University of Providence men trying to get on the winning side. They trail right now 62-53 at the 11-minute mark of this first half. Q Neresius tries to throw this one over the top to Clark, just not able to get over the outstretched hands of the defender. As Escobar, he'll pull up from 3, back iron no good, rebound comes down. Clark sails through the air to pull that rebound away as Deshaun Rice, who came in with that last dead ball, will bring the ball up across the half-court line. 10:42 to go, second half action, 62-53 is the Saints' lead. They've led most of this contest, although the Argos battled their way back in at the end of that first half. McGregor with the ball, kicks over the right-hand side, into the hands of Q. Q goes baseline, strong, athletic move. Quebec, Canada, stand up and cheer. Your boy just did a nice job on that one. Strong move up and 2, 55-62. It's a 7-point deficit for the Argos. High post back to Escobar. He's hit a couple threes. Drives in, little one-hand floater from 15. Ball is tipped out by Clark. Not able to save it. That'll be an opportunity for Alex Doche to come back on the floor. Doche from Rochester, New York. 6'6" junior. as he will step back behind the three, dribbles it out, throws it over the top of the key in the hands of Brown. Darian resets up the offense for the Saints as Our Lady of the Lake University hears the whistle. And we're going to have a foul. This one is going to go against the Argos. Clark will pick up foul number 2, personal foul, as Jared Schultz will come onto the floor. He'll come in for McGregor. Still a 62-55 Saints lead. They're up by 7 at the 9:58 mark. Deep pass, deep shot. Alex dialed up from way downtown. Doche, that gives him 5 from three-point land, 15 points in all. The last 2 times he's done it, Schultz has answered with a 3 of his own. Let's see if we can get it over to Jared to put one in from behind the arc. It's going to be Deshaun Rice driving in, losing the handle, having it stolen. And quickly Brown goes the other way for the Saints. He'll set up top the key, kicks it back in the hands of Escobar. PJ throws it over the right-hand side. Saints drive in. That one's blocked by Q. Neresius, 1-on-2, feels the contact, doesn't hear the whistle. As DeShea will back to Schultz. He'll stop. He'll pop. He'll rattle that one around. No good. Alex Doche with the rebound. Quick up-tempo game starting to pick up here. Escobar back to Doche. Hit just a moment ago. That one's off the mark. As Neresius will come down with a rebound. Quickly over the right-hand side to Rice. Deshaun drives the lane. Left-hand layup. Too soft. Comes up short on that one. As Doche right there to pick up the rebound. Alex doing a nice job on offense and defense. 15 points all from the three-point variety. As he'll kick it back to Brown, top of the key through the hands of Collins. He drives over the right hand. That one's no good. Schultz there with the rebound. Quickly, he wants to come down the right-hand side. He will to Q. Neresius. Little jump stop. Little one-hand floater. That's no good. Williams there to clean it up. DeShea Williams with the tap-in rebound for 2. Give him 5 in the game. That's his second field goal at a free throw. Cuts the lead down to 8, 65-57 Saints. 8:22 to go. Collins with the ball out the left-hand side. Brown, he'll pull up the 3. That rattles around, falls in. Oh, they're going to say he had his toe on the line. So Darian Brown's just going to get 2 out of that. They're going to call a break. Well, let's do it along with them. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back with more as you listen to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
ABC Seamless Great Falls is Central Montana's leading exterior home improvement solution, specializing in Malarkey roofing shingles. Malarkey shingles have a 130-mile-an-hour wind warranty. Important when Montana is your home. Also ask about their Empire warranty, a lifetime warranty no matter the circumstances. Malarkey products and ABC Seamless Great Falls have combined quality and affordability with lasting beauty. Contact ABC Seamless Great Falls today for a solution to your roofing problem. Call 453-ROOF. That's 453-ROOF.
McDonald's in Great Falls has 3 locations to serve you, and now with the newest McDonald's on the west side, it is a perfect location to keep you fed while attending your favorite sporting event. If breakfast is what you want, you can get it anytime, day or night at McDonald's. Looking for a job? Stop at any of the 3 McDonald's locations and check in with starting pay starting at $9.50 per hour. McDonald's in Great Falls, proud supporters of the sporting events, and would like to welcome you into the city as you participate in your sporting endeavors. McDonald's in Great Falls, with 3 locations to serve you. We're loving it.
As we get back to action here on a Saturday night in Great Falls, Montana, we got a back-and-forth game that's pushed itself out to a 10-point lead for the Saints, 67-57. As the Spirit Squad back here doing a nice job entertaining the crowd, coming out during these timeouts, and like I said, just entertaining as the Argos are going to be on offense. 8:13 to go here in this second half. Sergio Berkeley with the ball. 5 timeouts left for the Argos, 4 for the Saints. Plenty of time left. Defense is what did it in the first half. We'll see what the Argos can do here in the second. As right now it's the defense of the Saints as Collins takes the ball right down to the rack. Boy, got hit on the shot there. He'll go to the free throw line for a couple. Brandell Collins just hit 2 a moment ago. Has not missed from the free throw line. As Sergio Berkeley will pick up the personal. That'll be foul number 3. Only one with more than 2 fouls on the Argos side. Of course, Courtney Julian sat down with 4 fouls quite a while ago. We haven't seen him in a while. As with the 10-point lead, they're not in too much danger, needing to bring him back right away. Free throws coming up. Brandell has not missed and has not missed yet. He is 3 for 3, perfect from the line. Trayvon Bashir on the floor. As it pushes out to an 11-point lead, 68-57. as the Saints lead. Just under 8 to go here in the second half of the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. Second free throw opportunity's up in the air. It rattles around. It's no good, as Daho Clark will pick that one off the rim and bring it the other direction. Berkeley with the ball, top of the key. Surge will set it up to Trayvon. Quick pass in the corner. Q goes baseline. Strong move. But we're going to have the offensive foul on the screen. Daho Clark will pick up the personal. That'll be foul number 3 on him, as they said he was holding on to the defender on the screen, which opened up a lane. So the basket don't count. With that, Escobar throws up the 3. That one's no good. Clark comes down with the rebound. He'll kick it in the hands of Berkeley. Surge will bring the ball up on the right-hand side. Toes up to the arc. Decides to drive in. Spin move in the lane. Quick shot over the left-hand side. Q. Nice dish off to Clark. And with that, ball touched out of bounds. Kind of interesting, as Q was out of bounds, tried to get possession or position inside, but they already said the ball had hit the out-of-bound line, so we'll keep it here with the Argos. 16 to go on the shot clock, as they will bring the ball in underneath their own basket. Sergio set to throw it in. He'll get it to Schultz. Tight man-to-man defense. Roche right up on Jared. Jared will go left-hand side, pulls up, kicks back the right-hand side. This time it's Surge for 3, rattles it around just too hard, as Trayvon comes down with the rebound and is mugged from behind, as that foul is going to go against Alex Doche. That'll be foul number 1 on him. Non-shooting affair, just 5 team fouls on the Saints, as Berkeley will throw the ball in, and we're going to have another whistle and a foul. It'll be back-to-back fouls, as this one will go against Doche as well. That'll be foul number 2, as he was holding on to Clark, not allowing Clark to step away. So we'll try this one more time now. They'll do the inlet pass to Trayvon. Bashir turns around, kicks it back to Schultz. Jared over the right-hand side to Trayvon. Trayvon drives in baseline, goes across the court in the hands of Berkeley. Surgery has it stolen away quickly. Brown coming the other way. Darian loses the handle, kicks it in the corner. Deep shot for Mucha. It's up, it's good. Zachary Mucha for another 3. He's got 3. Coach Anthony wants to call a timeout. Let's do it along with him. It'll be a 60-second break. We'll be back with more as you're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
Experience the taste of history with the release of Budweiser's limited edition 1933 Repeal Reserve Amber Lager, a recipe that dates back to the pre-Prohibition era when Adolphus Busch brewed a special amber lager for his friends. Pick up a 12-pack and go back in time. It's the Bud Light Limelight, brought to you by Eagle Beverage. The Tipsy Irishman is at the New Lobby Bar tonight, where you can enjoy ice-cold beer and the hottest karaoke with the Tipsy Irishman at the New Lobby Bar, downtown Great Falls. It's Saturday Night Live, music at the Dew Bar with Catalyst, starting at 9 p.m. this evening on the Dew Bar patio, the Dew Bar on the west side in Great Falls. Check out their awesome menu and happy hour at the Bighorn Barn Grill. Their happy hours from 5 till 6:30 at the Bighorn Barn Grill off the Bond Frontage Road. And hold on to the taste of summer at Big Mouth Barbecue. The Front Brew Pub now has summer's hottest low-carb and hand seltzer, White Claw brews and barbecue. Enough said. It's the Bud Light Limelight, brought to you by Eagle Beverage.
Doing a nice job back at the station. She did the Bobcat football game, the Cat Grizz game, doing this basketball game. She has had her fill of sports today. We appreciate all your efforts. And of course, Sarah across the gym from us here, always helping out here with the live stream. Does a nice job there. And if you appreciate all the new technology that the university has brought on, the different graphics and stuff that they've done, it sure does look nice. I went back and watched some of the programs, and sure is enjoyable. So thank you, Sarah and Miranda, for all your help bringing us this basketball game here on a Saturday night here in Great Falls, Montana. 7 minutes and a tick to go. 71-57. Saints up by 14 as they have matched their biggest lead of the game on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. Second half action here as the Argos are going to start stepping it up here, seeing if they can't claw their way back into a deep pass underneath the Woodbridge. Turns around strong. Two-hand jam! He says, you bring the biscuits, I got the jam, as he slams that one down for 2. Quickly going the other direction. On the rebound, it's McGregor, quickly, underneath. Woodbridge, can he do a second one? He gets hacked underneath, nothing. Trayvon right there with the putback and the hoop. Absolutely the energy that Coach wanted them to see. Cuts it down to a 10-point lead. Quick pass underneath the basket. Wide open, going to the basket. It's gonna be in Ryan Otis. He's gonna get the hoop, he's gonna get the harm, and it's going to be Schultz picking up the foul. That'll be foul number 1. Well, I don't know how you leave a guy that wide open underneath the basket, but they did. Pushes it back out to a 12, possibly a 13-point game. Otis, he's got 8 in the game. All in the field goal variety. 2-pointers, each one of them. Chance to add one more to his total as the free throw is up. It is good. Soft touch rolls over the rim. 74-61. Saints back by 13. 6:16 to go second half action. Neresius, he wants to run. Sideline, comes all the way down the line. Feels the contact right to the rim. No good on that one. Boy, he took that one wire to wire, just not able to make it. As quickly coming back the other direction. Doing the exact same thing, but with the basket going in is going to be Collins. With that, they're going to call a timeout. We're going to do the same thing. It'll be a 60-second break. You're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
Searching for a real-world tough ATV? Visit Pure Bliss Cycle Sales for the full line of Yamahas. From the all-new Kodiak 450 with class-leading comfort starting at just $59.99 to the incredible Grizzly EPS. All Yamaha utility ATVs feature proven off-road capability, durability, and confidence-inspiring reliability. Visit Pure Bliss Cycle Sales today. MSRP subject to change. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
You want to retire someday, but banking on the market to fund your retirement can be risky. Farm Bureau agent Randy Bogdan in Great Falls can help you lock in solid gains and never lose money. Make sure the market doesn't break your bank. Call Farm Bureau agent Randy Bogdan today. Surrender of the contract may be subject to surrender charges. Withdrawals before age 59.5 may result in a 10% IRS penalty tax. Additionally, there is a charge for the Simple 7 income rider once it is activated. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company. Securities and services offered through FBL Marketing Services, LLC. Affiliate Farm Bureau Financial Services.
And welcome back, basketball fans. The pace is picked up. The point spread has not changed. 76-61, other than I think a 2-more differential for the Saints. 76-61 is the Saint lead. 6:02 to go on the Bell of the Bank scoreboard. We are in the second half. Once again, the Argos need to claw their way back into this one like they did in the first half. They were down by as much as 13 in that first half. As either the game clock or the shot clock, something didn't start. So the official stopped it. They got everything reset down to 5:59 on the game clock, 27 on the shot clock. And we will get everything rolling as we do. It's going to be the ball on the hands of Rice. He'll bring it up on the left-hand side. Deshaun wants to go over the top of the key. He will come back to the left. Trayvon squares up, wants to drive left, behind the back dribble, takes it down through the free throw line, out to McGregor. Three-point shot is up. Air ball misses everything on that one. Just about saved by Schultz as we got a scrum on the floor. Arrow points left, so we'll keep the ball right here with the Argos. As good hustle on the floor. Nice job by Schultz saving that one from out of bounds. 76-61 as the Argos set to bring it in underneath their own basket. 9 to go on the shot clock. They'll need to get a shot up early as Schultz steps back from 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound's tipped down. A couple of players going after it there, carrying that one out of bounds, and we're going to bring it back with the Saints on offense. Brown, top of the key, quick pass over the right-hand side. Doche, he'll take the 3. That one's no good. Tip back rebound, that one's no good. Third time, that one is good. It's going to be Courtney Julian who came back in that last dead ball, picks up his 15th point in the game, and adds a rebound to his total. 78-61 is the Saints lead, Berkeley. Schultz spin move in the lane. Had the reach in. We're going to have the foul. It's going to be a non-shooting affair, but the foul is going to be on PJ Escobar. That'll be foul number 3 on him. 7th team foul, so it should be a 1-and-1, as it will be. Schultz will step up to the free throw line. Schultz has not shot successfully from this distance tonight. Everything's been outside the arc. He's got 4 of them. Chance to add a couple without a defender on him. As a 1-and-1 opportunity coming up for Jared. 6'1" senior from Stevensville, Montana. As he will toe up to the line. 78-61 is the Saints lead. 5:05 to go here in this second half. Jared will square up, pull the trigger. Rolls around, it is no good. Has not made much inside the arc. Hasn't made anything inside the arc. Brown quickly right down the middle. Splits a couple defenders. Picks up his dribble. Hands over the right-hand side. Julian steps back. Working the ball around. Courtney Julian, leading scorer for them. He has 15 tonight. He leads them on the season. He'll kick it back into the hands of PJ. Escobar pulls up for 15. That rattles around. Soft touch. Boy, we've seen that many times tonight. So he's got his 3rd field goal all coming in the second half. Dad with a free throw in the first, give him 9 in total. McGregor, deep pass underneath. Clark goes strong to the basket. Not able to convert. Gets his own rebound. This one goes. Daho Clark will get the basket. They're going to call a timeout. Let's do it along with them. It'll be a full. We'll be back here for the 60-second break on KNX 102.7 FM.
Question, what's Irish for trivia contest? Answer, pub quiz at the Celtic Cowboy Pub and Restaurant, of course. We're hosting pub trivia every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Bring your friends and compete for prizes by tackling a range of trivia questions in multiple categories. Better yet, form a team and play every week. Put your massive intellect on display, or just have a good time with your friends. If the question is how to have fun on Tuesday nights, then we have the answer. Pub quiz trivia at the Celtic Cowboy. Eat, drink, be Irish.
Taco John's, master of tacos, has officially mastered nachos. We call them new sirloin steak nachos, a meal-sized stack of fresh-made tortilla chips topped with creamy poblano queso and hand-carved cuts of juicy sirloin steak. Each bite is loaded with so much steak, you'll agree, we nailed it. They're so epic, you might as well start calling us Nacho Johns, because new sirloin steak nachos aren't just a game changer, they're a name changer. Well, we aren't really going to change our name, but you get the point. Crush the all-new sirloin steak nachos, only at Taco John's.
Get back to action. It is going to be an offensive foul on the Saints, as it looked like Darian Brown kind of reached around and grabbed a hold of his defender and just kind of propelled himself around. So it'll be a foul on the Saints. 80-63 is their lead. Saints lead at the 4:15 mark. Taking a look at some of the national rankings, 3 out of the Frontier Conference. In 8th place, Montana Western. Tied for 12th is Carroll and LC State in 24th. So definitely some quality teams here in this Frontier Conference. The Argos battling their way, trying to get up on that list. Norisi, a strong move to the basket, not able to convert on it as Rice will come out with the rebound. Jean drives in, feels the pressure, comes back to Schultz. Jared from 3, this one rattles around, no good. Big boys down there, rebounded. Norisius diving to the floor, Rice diving to the floor. Jump ball as the arrow points right. And that'll be a chance for Trayvon to get up off the bench. Bashir will come back into the contest. Guys are hustling out there. We'll give them that. They're doing everything they can. They're just having a tough go at it. Is right now all of the field goal percentages leaning the way of the Saints. 80-63 as the 17-point lead is the biggest of the night. 3:47 to go here in this second half. As the Saints run offense, it'll be Brown. We'll bring the ball up for Coach Ryan Wall. He'll work the right-hand side. Darian Brown sets it back over the left-hand side. Kicking around the perimeter to Collins as Escobar holds the ball. Set it up top of the key into the hands of Doche. This time it's going to be Courtney driving the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle. Both players thinking they should have got the foul, as it's going to be Schultz down in the corner underneath the cue. Norisius, strong move to the basket. Soft touch, is able to get that one to fall in. Norisius gets his 4th basket. We got another timeout. It'll be another 60-second break. We'll be back after this timeout on KNX 102.7 FM.
You're meeting friends, take it to the max. You're looking for fun, got an evening to spend. Take it to the max. The Max Sports Bar Casino. Join the crowd, the Max attracts. It's the friendliest place that we know. We can't wait to get back to the Max. Food, fun, and friends at the Heritage Inn. Take it to the Max.
If a gift is worth giving, it's worth remembering. Double G Engraving are the experts at personalizing your gifts. With a wide selection of gifts in their showroom or special orders to suit your needs. Picture frames to capture your family reunion. Bronze baby shoes as a childhood memory. Family trees for anniversaries. Sandblasted beer mugs or champagne glasses to remember a couple's special day. Log on to their website, doublegengraving.com, or visit them at 612 2nd Street South. They're your one-stop shop for all your personal, business, and promotional needs.
The talk that rocks.
But I don't think the cables coming from Bulgaria have the same importance as the cables coming from Libya.
102.7 KINX.
We're live, locked, and loaded on KNX 102.7 FM. We have the exclusive contract with the University of Providence for all of their broadcasting rights. And a multi-year deal. Enjoying it, looking forward to continuing on as they continue to add more sports. Right now, it's a tough one for the Argos as they're trailing 80-65, and they're on defense Brown has the ball over the left-hand side. 3:05 to go on the Beverly Bank scoreboard. Second half action as the Saints of Our Lady of the Lake University have this one under control for the time being. They'll hold the ball out on the left-hand side. Collins with it, spins in, goes left. Darian Brown, tight defense. Trayvon goes baseline, tries to pass it off, does. Little finger roll, that one's no good. Bashir right there with the rebound. Quickly to Berkeley on the right-hand side. Neresius drives the lane, is knocked to the ground. Q Neresius, I'll tell you, he is getting up and down the floor. Hasn't made a lot, but he has gone to the free throw line as Ryan Otis will pick up the second foul. Has an astonished look on his face. And with that, they're going to call the timeout, so let's do it with them. Let's take another 60-second break as you're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
Fort Benton, where the West was born. With so much history to see, you're going to need a break. Visit the Clubhouse, a delicious local hotspot where all the best games, drinks, and food come together at one comfortable, low-key sports bar. Sit back and enjoy an ice-cold drink. Take a bite out of a Reuben, French dip, or a juicy burger. Just few of the local favorites. Take advantage of 2-for-1 drink specials, happy hour, and lunch specials. Weekdays at the Clubhouse in Fort Benton, where everyone is treated like a local.
Searching for a real-world tough ATV? Visit Pure Bliss Cycle Sales for the full line of Yamahas. From the all-new Kodiak 450 with class-leading comfort starting at just $59.99 to the incredible Grizzly EPS. All Yamaha utility ATVs feature proven off-road capability, durability, and confidence-inspiring reliability. Visit Pure Bliss Cycle Sales today. MSRP subject to change. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. We'll get down to bring you basketball here on KNX 102.7 FM. Conference play is right around the corner. We're just a couple weeks out from that. December 2nd and 3rd, we will be home. Rocky Mountain, the Battling Bears, and Carroll College Saints. They'll be in town. Those will both be doubleheaders. We'll be starting with the ladies' side and then moving on to the men's side. Q Neresius up at the free throw line. Rolls the first one off the front of the rim. No good. First trip to the stripe is no good for him. He's got 8 points in the game, all on 4 field goals. 3 of those coming here in the second half. As the second free throw rattles through, it is good. And Matthew Brooks McGregor will come onto the floor, and he'll replace Sergio Berkeley. So we'll go back to the offensive-defensive stance that we've seen. Tight double teaming on the full court pressure here. They're trying to shut him down in the corner here, not able to do it quickly. It's going to be the Saints with the ball over the right-hand side. They'll set it back up to Escobar. PJ with the ball. Between the leg dribble, it's going to go to the left-hand side. Rice trying to steal it away. Back to Brown, working over on the right. Collins, top the key. Unforced error sends that one out of bounds. As Brown says, throw it up. 80-66. The Saints up by 14. As Clark will come in quickly. Trayvon Bashir will come over the bench. Once again, the offense-defense. As Q set to throw it in, he will. Into the hands of Rice. Deshaun will work the ball down. 2:14 to go here in this second half of the Bell Bank scoreboard. Deshaun Rice works the left-hand side, hands it off to Schultz. Jared, top the key, goes right. Q, he'll stop. He'll pop. Front iron, no good. Rebound comes down, and it's going to be in the hands of Courtney Julian. They'll throw it back to Brown. Darian Brown running the offense for the Saints. Tight man-to-man defense. We're going to have a whistle and a foul. Deshaun will pick up the personal. That will be foul number 2 on the native of Fort Smith, Arkansas. 16 fouls, non-shooting affair. Next one will put them on the line. 19 fouls for the Saints. Trayvon will come in as he will come in for Clark. Stephen Daho Clark will come over the bench as it's going to be the Saints bringing the ball in. They will get over the right-hand side to Collins. Double teamed immediately on the baseline. Q. Neresius jumps in front of that one, steals it away. He'll throw it over to Schultz. Jared works the center line back in the hands of Q. Neresius top the key. Working around the perimeter. Schultz kicks back. Trayvon. Little head fake. Schultz will step back from 3. Count it. Jared Schultz got his 5th three-pointer. They're going to call a break. Let's do it with them. Another 60-second timeout as you're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
For 122 years, Kaufman's Menswear Center has been a proud member of the Great Falls community, supporting local events and high school sports after 3 generations of Kaufman's have attended local schools and participated in local and Montana University sports. Kaufman's Menswear Center is proud to bring you local high school broadcasts of football, boys and girls basketball, and girls volleyball. Kaufman's Menswear Center, a proud sponsor of local high school student athletes. Kaufman's Menswear Center, 411 Central Avenue.
Vehicle problems are never a laughing matter. At Ox & Son Towing and Recovery, they know this. Their 24-hour emergency service handles it all. From a simple lockout to towing and recovery, licensed, insured, and state certified. In your next time of need, lean on the strength and reliability of an Ox. Ox & Son Towing and Recovery, 868-4142.
Made it to Saturday night in Great Falls, Montana. Happy Thanksgiving holiday week as we're getting into the festivities. Hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. I get to go out to some family and have some turkey and all the trimmings. Boy, I enjoy that. Looking forward to it. Safe travels out there. I know the roads aren't going to be the best where everybody's at. We're expecting some more weather here in Montana. Right now it's going to be the Saints on offense. Full court pressure by the Argos. Saints quickly down the middle floor to Collins. Collins double teams, puts a couple defenders. We'll throw it back up top of the key. They'll roll it around to Brown. Minute 22 to go. Defense here. They're trying to get another turnover. Trailing by 11, and they do. Narisius comes over the loose ball. He'll set it back in the hands of McGregor. He'll quickly set it up. Trayvon into the hands of Schultz. Jarrett works the right-hand side, rotate down the perimeter. McGregor for three. Count it. It's good. It's working. Defense, defense, defense. And they got the steal. Almost got the steal. Narisius on the reach in. He will get hit with the personal. And that will set up the 1-1 as that'll be foul number 1 on Q. Trying to reach in and knock that one out as we'll make the long walk down. Under a minute to go here. It's just an 8-point game. PJ Escobar, 1 out of 2 from the line. He's got 9 points in the contest. A couple of threes, a free throw, and a deuce. As he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Got to make the first one to get the second one as he'll step up to the line. They want to box out. He makes it, pushes it out to a 9-point game. It's not over yet, but the clock is their enemy. We talked about that last night. They were mounting a comeback. They just ran out of time. Hopefully that's not the case tonight. Second free throw coming up. PJ Escobar, San Antonio, Texas, 5'7" senior is good on both. He is now 2 out of 3 from the line on the night as Trayvon worked the ball into Rice. Need to go quickly. Deschamps will bring it up on the right-hand side. Up to the top of the key, looking for a three-point shooter. Schultz, head fake, pulls back from 3. That one's off the right-hand side. Hits the ground hard. As we're going to have a whistle and a foul. This one will go against McGregor on the block. And that'll be foul number 2 on Matthew Brooks McGregor. Once again, we'll make the long walk down. It's a 10-point difference at 44.1 seconds to go here in regulation. This time it's going to be Courtney Julian on the line. He is 1 out of 3. He is their leading scorer of the season. He's got 15 on the night, but only 1 out of 3 from the charity stripe. So first free throw is up. It is good. And of course, he is now going to decide to dial in on him as he is now 2 out of 5. Second free throw opportunity coming up. Pushes out to an 11-point game as this one is off the iron, no good. Q comes down with a rebound. 2 out of 5 from the charity stripe, 40% for Julian. As quickly coming down, Rice takes it right to the rack, finger rolls up, it is good. They're going to call a timeout. Let's do it with them. It'll be a full. We'll be back after the 60-second break on KNX 102.7 FM.
Hi, I'm Steph McDonough, and I'm heading into my senior year as a college student. Growing up, I never gave thought to insurance, auto, life, or even property. I didn't realize how affordable life insurance can be and how important auto and property insurance is. I've learned that if you get basic insurance, you may not be covered if you are hit by an uninsured driver or if your car is damaged by hail or other natural causes. Now, I'm no expert, but it's time to sit down with someone that can answer all of these questions. I would encourage you to call Randy Bogdan at Farm Bureau Insurance and learn about your insurance needs. He is located 1 block west of Riverview School on Smelter Avenue.
Anderson Glass Doors and Windows offers something that their competition has very little of: choices. Like vinyl windows, for example. Though vinyl is the least expensive, it is not the only choice available. Anderson Glass also carries metal-clad wood and fiberglass framed windows that also have a maintenance-free exterior. And talk about choices. There's quality names like Marvin, Geldwin, and Sierra Pacific. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. One call does it all. Anderson Glass Doors and Windows. 453-5755.
By 9. 35 seconds to go regulation. Coach is out of timeouts, so they have got to get after it as the Argos are going to find themselves on defense. You know they're going to go for the quick steal, and they're not able to get it as Julian will bring it up on the left-hand side. Q just reaches out, grabs a hold of him. Foul number 2 on Q. Probably not a bad guy to foul. He's had a tough go at the free throw line tonight. He is the leading scorer on the season, but only 40% from the charity stripe tonight, as he has got 2 out of 5. Still in the 1-and-1, as that is the 19th foul. Although the next one will put him in the double bonus. As up off the bench is going to be Kevin Schilling Jr., bringing in some more three-point shooters. So you know what the plan is for offense for the Argos. And they got to get a couple stops on defense. 30.8 ticks to go here in this contest as the first free throw slowly but surely is up. It is good. 3 out of 6, improved to 50% from the charity stripe. Just push the whole table out here. Shouldn't be leaning so hard. Second free throw opportunity coming up. Pushes out to an 11-point game. He misses this one as well. Q had the rebound. Battled his own player for it. Deshaun ended up going out of bounds. And with that, we'll keep it right here as Trayvon will come in, Schilling will come out. And they're set to bring the ball in underneath their own basket. As new shot clock and game clock, 0.3 of a difference. As they're making sure there's plenty of room on the in line. So Brown set to throw it in. And he'll get it all the way up to Julian. They'll have to try and come up and foul him. They don't. They're going to go ahead and let this one run out, it looks like. Escobar with the ball. They're wanting him to defend up on him, but they're not going to foul. Double team over to Julian. 84-74. They're trying to get him to foul, but the guys aren't listening. As they'll send this one back up top the key. Escobar, as the clock is running down, they will have to... well, they'll have the turnover there. There'll be 0.3 of a second left on the clock. They're going to go ahead and let this one run out, I believe. Well, 0.3 of a second. No, they reset it at 0.8, so it should be 0.3, but it won't be much of a difference on there. So it's going to be a final here. The Saints are going to win this one 84-74. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll be back with our analysis and hopefully a few words from the coach as you're listening to Argo Basketball on KNX 102.7 FM.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. It's not too early to start thinking about spring semester. At Great Falls College MSU, you have the opportunity to start your degree here and then transfer to one of the four-year institutions across the state. You can also pursue your future in accounting, computer technology, 15 healthcare programs, welding and fabrication, and industrial technology. It's never too early to start thinking about spring semester. To find out where it all begins, visit gfcmsu.edu or call 406-268-3700. If you've been injured or simply living with joint, bone, or muscle pain, you need to visit the Benefice Orthopedic Center of Montana. You'll find a dedicated team of doctors and nurses ready to help. Patient navigators will guide you through our Total Joint Center, where we offer the state's only Total Joint Guarantee program. From diagnosis to surgery to recovery in our all-new wellness suites, we'll get you back to moving like we're meant to. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Call us today at 455-3650.
It is the final here on a Saturday night, 84-74. The Argos dropped 2 in a row. We got Coach Anthony Owens here with us. Coach, tough loss tonight.
Yeah, that was a tough one. We played well enough. You know, we played better than we played last night for sure. But didn't find a way to get the win.
You know, one of the things that I noticed tonight is when you guys stepped up the defensive intensity, things started to go your way. You weren't able to maintain it for the full 40 minutes.
Yeah, we got to understand that defense is what's going to win us games. We're not a great scoring team. We can score it okay, but bottom line is we're going to have to lock up defensively, and when we do, we're very capable. It's just the want to every single possession, every single game.
Turnovers cost you tonight, 24 of them on the board. That's tough to win any game with that many turnovers.
Yeah, that's what they do. They trap you all over the court, and they try to speed you up, and we made some. You know, we actually handled the press okay. It's just we made some very crucial turnovers that was just mental turnovers. And, you know, that's back-to-back nights where we've done that. And so something that we got to work on. But, you know, overall I was pretty happy with our performance this weekend. I know we didn't get 2 wins, but I thought we played pretty hard, and we competed in both games.
Stephen Daho Clark did a nice job underneath the basket, not only on the rebounding, but those short putbacks. Talk about his efforts.
Yeah, Stephen is, you know, he came back and he wanted to win, and he's showing it. I mean, he's playing as hard as he can, and he's given us inside presence. Our inside game is really good right now, and if we can figure out our guard spots as far as just taking care of the basketball and making shots, I think we'll be okay.
Now, the other side of that is Jared Schultz. He was able to light it up with 5 3-pointers of his own. That's something that could be a benefit down the road.
Yeah, Jared's playing very well right now. We're trying to play him as much as possible, trying to get more shots for him as well. A lot of that goes with the playing inside. You know, if we can get it inside and be able to kick it out to him, I think he'll improve even more now than he's playing right now. And so hopefully we can do that. And it's just a matter of our other guys understanding who's hot and who's playing well right now.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Wish you the best. And you got a couple games on the road, and we'll see you back here first of the year.
Yes, thank you.
First of the month. Thank you. All right, Coach Anthony Owens here. Tough loss there tonight. You can see it in his face. The guys played hard. They just weren't able to put it together at the end there. So let's take a look at some of the scoring here. Jared Schultz, 15 points. We talked about the 5 threes for him. At 14 points for Stephen Daho Clark. Big baskets underneath. Started out the game with a couple of free throws, then missed a couple. 10 points for Matthew Brooks McGregor. We also had 5 points for Deshae Williams. Big two-handed slam that energized the crowd. We'd like to see that. Trayvon Bashir with 2. Sergio Berkeley got cold in the second half. He had 8 points in total. Matthew Brooks McGregor with 10. We talked about that. Q Narisius with 9. We had 5 for Deshaun Rice. 6 points for Deontay Woodbridge. On the other side of the floor, it was some big points by their leading scorer, Courtney Julian. 17. He had a tough foul night, but he did very well on the shooting side of it. Alex Doche, 15. He had 11 points for PJ Escobar. 3 for Yepnik Adelphins. 4 for Simon Shafik. 5 points for Darian Brown. He also had 9 for Brando Collins, 9 for Ryan Otis, and 9 for Zachary Moshe. You talk about the turnovers. We talked about that a little bit. 24 of them. That's tough. 16 on the other side of it. And so that's where it's a final. 2 nights in a row, we've had tough losses right here in Great Falls. 84-74. The Saints go on with a victory. We do have games coming up as they're going to be on the road, and it will be into the Valley City State as they'll be taking them on the 24th, then back to the Salish Kootenai on the 25th. We'll be back here on December 2nd and December 3rd as we will start conference play here in Great Falls. We would love to fill the gym, so if you're out and about and you want to see some great basketball, that'll be double headers. We'll start the girls at 5:30. Guys will come back at about 7:30. The girls did go on for a victory tonight, 74-66 over the College of Idaho. And of course, if you hadn't heard it, the Montana State